Greetings, every pony. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good whatever it is, wherever you are. It's been a little bit since the last stream. I've been a little bit busy, you could put it that way. I also just want to say, Robin said, cool kid, you interrupted my goon sesh. Fucked up. Well, this is just part of the dynamic. Now that you're my girl foe, this is just part of the dynamic. I have to be antagonistic like this. Warframe Geographic 2 is soon, right? Yeah, Warframe Geographic 2 tomorrow, everyone. Warframe Geographic 2 tomorrow. Zayk's Samara Scanner has no upgrades. Laugh at him. Damn, that is pretty fucked up, actually. How long have those been in the game? How many years has Zayek had to do this? Only having one episode. I've talked about this before, but a big part of why that's the case is because it's just Warframe Geographic performed so poorly that it's very discouraging to work on another episode. I do still want to do the second one. The script for it's actually been recorded for multiple years at this point, but it's just, I haven't gotten more than like the first few minutes of it done. I will say as well, just, you know, nobody's here right now, so we'll get this stuff out of the way early, I guess. I do appreciate, for those of you who have seen the new video, I appreciate the response that it's gotten. It's, from like a purely analytic standpoint, the video was done really poorly, but that didn't surprise me at all. That was more or less exactly what I expected to happen. But the response from people that have watched it has been overwhelmingly positive, which is very reassuring, because when I was working on it, I had no idea if it was going to be something that people thought was good or was terrible. So overall, the fact that people, you know, have been giving me positive feedback has been a very good thing, because I was very worried it was not going to go over very well. I drank mercury as part of the hype. I respect that, because I do. So, I have some stuff I want to talk about, even just beyond, like, regular Warframe stuff. So, I have a bit of a weird thing to show you all. I was sent this in my business email, of all things. I made one attached to my YouTube account, just so that I could, this was originally for the sponsorship offer thing, but I decided I don't want to fuck with that, so I just haven't bothered with it since. But someone sent me, I think I have this pulled up. Oh yeah, today's live reaction is also from Fang the Wisp. God bless them. So I have a bit of a different thing today. I'm just going to leave the music running. So, jump scare warning, Microsoft Edge. So, I was sent this in my business email, and it's a Warframe version of Wordle. The person who made this sent it to me like, hey, I think, you know, I want you to show this off if you'd have the time to, because I put a lot of effort into it. I actually think Wordle is unironically really fun, and so I was like, oh shit, that sounds cool. So I haven't interacted with it at all today, because it's a daily thing, but just to give you an idea of how this little thing that they made works. Oh, the dragging thing is being a little bit uncooperative. Anyways, yeah, it's like Wordle, where you guess a Warframe, and then it'll tell you what information about your guess was accurate. So, like, if I guess, like, Volt, it'll tell me a bunch of statistics about, you know, what is correct and what isn't correct. So, like, the release year, I'm too low. They do have a proto-frame variant for Volt, but the correct answer does not have a proto-frame variant. This is not their progenitor element, and it's not their gender. So I can go from there. Okay, 2012 is too low. I'm guessing the yellow means that, yeah, damage is one of their roles. So I don't know, I can guess Varuna, and we get a wider range. Damage and stealth. So it's lower than 2022, higher than 2012. Female is correct. Radiation is not their progenitor element. They did have a prime, which I don't know why I didn't clock that. So partial damage, let me think about this actually. Damage is one of their tags. They do not have a proto-frame. They do not have an exalted weapon. They do have a prime. 2022 is 2. Huh. Let's try Protea. Well, would you look at that? Damage and support are her roles. Stealth was one of them on Varuna, but it was only partially correct because of the damage tag. So yeah, there's that. They have a few other little things on here too, like, yeah, this quote. I'm guessing this is probably Alid V. Huh, it's actually not. That's surprising. And then, yeah, if you fuck up so many times, you'll be able to listen to the snippet. Do I have to specify specifically infested Aladvi? Because isn't this from yeah, Mutalisk. That's specifically the phrasing. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of them as the same character in my brain. And then an ability based on a picture. This is Ensnare, I think. Oh right, I think I have to guess who has the ability. Yeah. And then you can also guess which key it is. LR5 player over here. True. And then this one I think is kind of funny. You get different emojis and you have to guess who they represent. I'm going to guess Rhino because of the shield. It's not Rhino. Oh, okay. Then with that helmet, that makes me think it's probably Styanax. Yeah, there we go. So this is a cool little project. Every day, these different categories will rotate. A lot of this stuff is just, like, I think this opens the Warframe website, and this is, like, the about and the credits for who made the assets and stuff. So this is a neat little project that I wanted to show off after they sent it to me, because I think it's pretty cool. So that is, you know, in hindsight, I probably should have grabbed the link. Now, I will say, in the event that this is actually some, like, operation to steal people's IP addresses or something, I'm sorry in advance. I will say that from my own, like, scanning of it, it doesn't seem like anything malicious, but you never know, right? Whenever you connect to one of these things, you have to have some discretion. But I'll go ahead and post this if anyone wants to play it. Feel free to give it a shot. Maybe use a VPN if you want. I don't know. I'm not your dad. But there's that if that interests you at all. Like I said, I thought I'd show that off because the developer of it reached out to me to have me look at it, which was cool. So, all right, I didn't set my... Hold on. Just toggle that so I can close this out and my music will still run. Manifest the Tech Rock Coda in real life. Kuva, god damn it! I think it was the last where people started doing that with the fucking Kuva, the jesters. How they'll like get on top of the Guardian. People just keep hitting with the fucking Kuva jockey. This shit's killing me. Anyways, so today's stream activities are not going to be anything particularly complicated. This is probably just going to be like a few weekly things. We're just going to kind of hang out, talk about the, you know, the game and the new video, all that kind of stuff. I feel like whenever I release videos, it's good for me to also have like a stream relatively close in proximity, so people want to like give feedback or ask questions in real time, they have the opportunity to. So I'm trying to, you know, go out of my way to make sure that they have that chance. So that's why this exists. I will, like I said, the new video did not do particularly well, but it is what it is. I do still have the Archon Hunt. That's Mobile Defense, and Hunt Showdown. And I think I also have my Netra cells left. I think the only thing I knocked out was the ETA. I'm gonna be honest with you all. At this point, I kind of like don't really want to do EDA anymore. Like I've put up with the nonsense of it for long enough that I just don't really want to do it anymore. Like, maybe that's the coward's way out, but I just don't enjoy it. Like, I only have the stomach for one RNG nonsense game mode a week at this point. And so after I do ETA, like, consistently, I'll play through EDA, and I'll have this awful bug where I don't get the last mission's rewards, and I just don't want to do it. So it's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not getting my rewards from the last mission consistently in the first place. And on top of that, I just don't have fun doing it. I think EDA can be fun, and if there's a week that looks fun, I'll probably participate. But I just don't really care anymore. I don't really need, like, if I look at this real quick, I don't particularly need the drops from it. Like, these are always helpful. It's always nice to get more. But I don't really give a shit at this point. As in the video part. Oh, I'm getting the wires crossed, actually. I should probably make sure I speak coherently. Lua Skybox for today. You know, so this is a weird recurring problem with this. Does anyone, like, there's a lot of problems in this Skybox from, like, a scientific standpoint, and that's something that's, like, whatever, right? Like, rule of cool type shit. You know what bothers me about this? Look at the direction of the shadows, and then look at where the sun actually is. Does this bother anyone else? Because it bothers me regularly. Like, based on the shading, the light source should be over there, right? But it seems like it's there, unless this is like a lens flare effect that's just poorly placed. Maybe I can look and see through the... Yeah, there's nothing over here, really, other than a big fucking rock, I guess. Bad news, everyone. Space is just a lot of big rocks, which is very unfortunate. But, like, skyboxes do this all the time. The Mercury one did it too, but I didn't feel the need to point it out because I just didn't really give a shit. It's just like, why do so many skyboxes do this? It's really weird to me. Space is a lot of nothing. I don't know how to tell you. It's all just big rocks. It's really, it's a lot of space. It's very unfortunate. Invite Nitro to our lobby. You've been invited. Oh yeah, I also just realized that I'm pretty sure I never turned your microphone on. There we go. Now people can hear you. We should have sun missions. I agree. We should have missions, not even just like in like the remains of Pregasa or anything. I think we should have missions on the sun. That's a good idea. Astrology economy, true. Oh.
So what are we doing?
I think the first thing will probably be the Archon hunt. I'm legally obligated to play mags. This will probably go poorly, but shoot, 1 second.
Oh shit. Oops.
My apologies for the interruptions, gamers. I know that the stream has literally just started, but my dog felt the need to geek the fuck out, so I needed to go make sure that she wasn't, you know, dying. But she's fine, so everything is in order. Anyway, god damn it. Okay. Fun with day-night cycles. True. I was hungry. Damn, that's fucked up. Just put all those guys in the bubble.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Bring in more asteroids. I think, yeah, as we explore the, for my most recent endeavor, I guess, as we explore more of the, like, node names and stuff, I think it's interesting how many of them are named after things like that. Weird, back when Warframe first came out, Sedna was just an asteroid, but now it is, I'm reasonably certain it is considered an actual dwarf planet, as of fairly recently. It's like, Sedna was it's an object I imagine most people still don't know exists in real life. It was kind of funny, because someone in my Discord, look, I'm not saying this to make fun of them, I just thought it was funny, but they were like, well, DE clearly doesn't really care about realism when it comes to space, because they include made-up objects like Eris and Sedna. And someone just replied, Eris and Sedna are both real, with the Wikipedia pages for both. They were just like, oh. But, like, before Warframe, I didn't know that those things existed. Like, Eris is an object that most people probably don't know exists, because it's not something you would learn about in school. It's a fairly minor thing, all things considered. Sedna, especially. So, I just thought that interaction was funny, though. Just, like, you could have just Googled it, and you would have known. Open the schools. I'm reasonably certain they are open at the moment, but I don't think it's working. I learned the planets from Balatro. Damn.
Which is slow and speed? Hold or tap?
Location reached.
Oh, I believe hold is slow and tap, or sorry, hold is speed, tap is slow.
Gotcha. And I think fast gives you energy and slow gives you health. Or?
Yep, that's correct. I would very much recommend slow for this though, because this is a game mode where we can just wait the enemy out.
Oh yeah.
Close the Department of Education. True. You know, it's... Okay, weird thing. This is a bit of a... Zariman's right outside the Orc cloud. Schools don't want you to know this. True. It's something that I feel like is kind of weird, because I've heard the thing a lot of, like, this is a failure of the American education system, and that's often true, but there's been some shit where it's like, nah, bro, I just don't think you paid attention. Like, some people have hit me with stuff like that, where it's just like, nah, I just don't think you paid attention. I learned this in school. Then again, my school had some stuff that was fairly atypical. I've mentioned this before, but in order to graduate my school, you had to both take a class about the government and about how to, like, manage your finances. And part of the government class that you had to take was you had to actually go sit in on some kind of government meeting, like the school board or the city council or something like that. So, like, that was a fairly atypical experience as far as I'm aware. Most schools wouldn't require you to do that, but I don't know, there's some stuff where it's like, I don't know, if you are an American and you hit me with the, like, who was Paul Revere, I'm sorry, bro, you just didn't pay attention. We talked about that motherfucker, like, 5 times throughout the 12 years of schooling. I don't even think he was actually that important. They just kept bringing him up. Metro isn't even MR30 and you still associate with him. He's literally, like, halfway through MR29.
Get me in.
Yeah, no, besides...
To defend.
Is this another grooming situation where you found me before I was in Mother?
No, don't call it that.
I'm in,
The Pug and Halo thing is already stupid and bad enough. I don't want to fucking hear it. People don't need to know about Pug and Halo either, but that's besides the point. I guess about Excel, that's fucking weird. Farah, a friend of mine who's from Brazil, told me that his school required him to take a class on network engineering, and he did labs with Cisco Packet Tracer in, like, 8th grade. And, like, what? The British are, the British are about to arrive.
Wait a minute.
MR10 and MR30 are problematic, yeah. Paul Revere played Ant-Man.
Continue to
True.
I'm not shitting this fucking defense objective. You fucking captured my fucking antimatter.
This one is in a really wide open space, which is fairly annoying. Find Furry Friday? I don't think it's Friday, but
God, I wish.
has a Roman name. So here's the thing. There's a lot of weird stuff like that in terms of, So, like, for example, I'm reasonably certain a lot of dwarf planets don't have Roman names. I'd have to look at the list again because there's so many new ones, but I'm pretty sure plenty of them don't. All of the regular planets do. And speaking of, this is a very minor thing, but I think it's weird. Does anyone else think it's kind of surprising that we don't have a planet named Minerva? This might sound strange if you're not familiar, but Minerva was... what the fuck am I saying? Minerva was the Roman analog to Athena, and she was like one of their 12 major deities. So it's really weird to me we never named a planet after her. Just my opinion.
It fucking blew up.
If Planet 9 ever happens, that's my official vote. I think we should name it Minerva. I think that would make sense. Womason? True. There's not 12 planets. Had to cut someone? Yeah, deadass. That's the moon, though. Is she considered a moon deity? If so, why don't we just call the moon that? Huh. Maybe I'm arguing that we should name a moon Minerva. Maybe that's what I'm really arguing.
Who have we got? And we're out.
After a certain orange man. That would be fucking wild, dude. That would actually be the end. I would be like, you know what? All of the big rocks in space aren't fun anymore. Moons are named after Greek names? Not necessarily. Most of the ones of Uranus are actually named after Shakespeare characters. There's a large asteroid named Minerva, so it's taken. Fuck. This is so sad. I'm cooked. Artemis equals moon. That makes a bit more sense. The new Tonfa hit the Yoinky Sploinky. I mean, I've used them and I think they're fun, but I don't know where the Yoinky Sploinky part comes into this. It's not all that impressive. It's weird because, like, there are, like, Warframe uses Lua, which I believe is the Portuguese word for moon. Some people call it Luna, but that's still just the Spanish word for moon. It still doesn't really have one to become a planet. Minerva, too. Focus more on crafts, which is devalued in the imperialistic Roman culture. Fair enough. Soul 3V.
should reveal Narmer's purpose in this sector.
But yeah, I've always, like, agreed as well that they never really gave that much to the moon other than just it is the moon. Member for 1 month. Thank you, Robin. Kind of fucked up that they named a planet after a Destiny 2 character. Damn. That's true. It's not a planet, though. Eris is a dwarf planet, but that's semantics, right? The programming language, Lua? No, I do not make Gary's mods. Are properly called satellites. I suppose that's true, but I don't feel like it's very intuitive. Like, even in, like, at the, like, because, like, a moon and a satellite are very different from, like, a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, a colloquial meaning, right? Like, if I say something is a natural satellite, I mean, that could be a moon, but there's also plenty of other things it could be. Luna's the Roman goddess of the moon, not just Spanish? Oh, okay. I'll admit, when it comes to the mythology side of things, it's not my strong suit. Versus, like, the space fact part, that comes naturally to me. The mythology part, I'm not particularly well versed in, so I'm willing to concede that. Warframe uses Lua scripts. Yeah, I remember them talking about that in the dev stream section for when they made the augment and all that jazz. God bless, they reduced the wave count, so I don't have to deal with this shit for as long anymore. After Costco or Walmart. Also, yeah, Pluto's moon Charon's really interesting, and I actually have some stuff to talk about in relation to it in Pluto's episode, but that won't be for a while. That have Hawaiian names. Yeah, we have 2 dwarf planets named after Hawaiian deities, I believe. Takedown notice by Disney Corporation. It's honestly really interesting to me, too, because, like, we knew about the planets, we've known about the planets for a very long time, but I'm reasonably certain that we didn't know about Neptune until, like, the late 1800s, because you can't see it with the naked eye. The reason that we even discovered it was because someone saw that the orbit of Uranus was weirdly shaped and calculated that there should be an object that is pulling on it. And I think it was like they were right within like 2 degrees or something. Their prediction was accurate, which was very surprising. It honestly puts into perspective, like, the incredible precision of science. I think that's something that, like, it's hard to put into words. Oh shit, sorry. 2 months of supporting CutKid369. Thank you, Salios. I'm sorry you've wasted $10 now. But, like, the impressive rigor and precision of science that these things can even happen. Like, I think I'm probably going to kind of go on about this more when I do the members-only video talking about the most recent video, because for the members who are here, the next production commentary is actually going to be on the most recent video. I want to try doing it right after the video comes out to see, you know, how I can offer insight when it's still fresh on my mind, see if that works better. But, so, the thing was, like, there was so much stuff for the Mercury video that I wanted to include that I just didn't, because I didn't have a way to fit it in. And one of the things that I thought was really interesting about... interesting isn't, I guess, necessarily the word for it, so much as just, like, it's difficult to grasp. We are looking, right? When I show photos from Messenger and from Mariner in the video, we are looking at pictures of a planet that is millions of kilometers away. Like, the fact that we achieved something like that, I think, is fucking crazy. Like, Messenger took 6.5 years to make it to Mercury. The only reason it worked was because scientists used a system where Messenger would orbit certain planets to slow itself down, because if they didn't, then it was going to fly past Mercury. It took 6.5 years for it to reach there, and it was in orbit of Mercury for about 7. The fact that we even have those photos, to me, is fucking insane, and that we've pulled that off. Not just for Mercury, but for basically every planet in the solar system. Mariner, the original probe from the 70s, part of its original mission was flybys of Mars and Venus as well. Just looks like Uranus too. Unfortunately, yes, I have gone on a few stream rants about how Neptune got cancelled and they took away its blue, and I'm still pissed. Do you play Kerbal Space Program? No, I do not. I've heard that it's a very good game, but I haven't played it myself.
I do recommend that.
Along with litho breaking. That's interesting, because yeah, a big part of it, as far as from the material I watched, was Messenger used, like, the atmosphere of Earth and Venus to help slow itself down, and then it also orbited Mercury and the Sun a few times to further slow itself down. Drake's birthday is in 25 hours. Can we celebrate it? Drake, as in, like, the music artist? They unglued Neptune. I agree, it is fucked up. Extremely changed plans to get episodes. Yeah, and I'm like I said, the video hasn't performed well analytically, but our Drake? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm blanking. You mean Qued the Drake? Okay. I'm sorry. When you just shorten it to Drake, I'm like the celebrity? Why the fuck are you asking? Can't have shit in the solar system. Yeah, but when it comes to, like, other episodes, the main... Honestly, I feel like it might be fun for people to try and guess this, but... So I'm going to drag this out so people can guess. There were 2 planets that really inspired me to make the series in the first place. In terms of, like, the environmental storytelling angle of it, right? There are a few other planets that I want to talk about because they piss me off, I'm not gonna lie to you. Particularly at the end of the star chart, there are some planets that I think drop the ball really hard. Spoiler, it's Neptune and Pluto. Neptune and Pluto make me upset. I think they both drop the ball really, really hard by being reused tile sets. But the 2 planets that inspired me to make the series, because I really like how they're handled, are Venus and Jupiter. And I'm looking forward to doing Venus's episode a lot. I expect it to be pretty long compared to the Mercury one, too. This is taking a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
Such is the reality of me not abusing a nuke Warframe and also hardly playing the game. But... I think that Jupiter and Venus are the ones that I'm the most excited for. There's plenty of other cool stuff. Like, I think Mars and the story of the Phobians and stuff will be interesting to go over and stuff like that. Make fun of Herschel. I mean, that's certainly possible, to be honest. I'm looking forward to the Earth video. I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to handle that, because, like, you live here. Like, what is there for me to tell you about Earth in terms of, like, anything in-depth? Like, obviously for the in-game interpretation of, like, the megaflora and stuff that's happened because of, like, the poisoning that the Orokin did, that's all stuff I can talk about, right? But the Earth one, it's like, alright, go outside. That's all you need to know. Go outside. It's also funny, because someone left a comment on the video saying, like, you can look at the Earth skybox by going outside and seeing shit in real life, and it's, like, true. But I think it'll be interesting to talk about, like, Lua and the moon and stuff like that, you know, same thing, but you get the idea. Like, talking about how those are different in real life, I think will be very interesting. But Earth, I don't know how much I can add to that. Like, I'm not going to tell you, like, the entire history of civilization for a Warframe video. That's not relevant, and it's not important. The namesakes for the Earth nodes, I think that's going to be, like, a fixture for every planet. It's just I want to try and do that for every single node. But... at this point, I think it's just going to be like, yeah, just go outside. I don't fucking know. Also, Holvania, I think it might make its own video at some point, because I feel like there's so much there that doesn't have anything to do with astronomy. A lot of Holvania is more like, and you would do an analysis of, like, the culture, right? I feel like that's kind of the distinction there, is you would probably do an analysis more of, like, the culture than, like, anything astronomical. So I'd probably give it its own video if I were to do something on it, because I feel like, it just wouldn't fit in the astronomy of Warframe. Looks like it's doing pretty alright. As far as I'm aware, a lot of that comes from the fact that, like, after the Orokin left, the stuff that was still left from Earth being poisoned, like, basically grew super strong. And not Gulf of America. Americans don't own that part of Mexico. We're about to get political. I agree, though. It is the Gulf of Mexico. Why the fuck... It's not important. Actually set in the Mariana Trench. Yeah, it's interesting, too, because some of the nodes there are actually fairly accurate, which is really weird. Because a lot of them aren't.
My people.
There's also... This is a comment that someone left where someone said, like, are you going to show any evidence that the Codex entries lie? And the answer is yes, in regards to Uranus specifically. On Uranus, if you haven't completed Jade Shadows yet, because the skybox does change both to Jade Shadows, and there's clouds covering this up. But the Codex entry says that you're on the surface of Uranus, that there's an ocean on the surface of Uranus. This is just not true. If you look in the skybox, you can see the outline of Uranus, which means you're on one of its moons. So that in that instance, yes, the codex fragment just outright lies, and if you haven't done the quest, it's very easy to see. If you have, then, you know, it's a bit harder because things are changed, but that's besides the point. So, like, yes, I do have more direct evidence of this. Proto-planet that impacted Proto-Earth. Something that I've thought about is, yeah, potentially talking about more of Earth's history and, like, what makes it unique, but I'm not entirely, like, I'll be honest, mentally, I'm not there yet when it comes to any Earth episode. I'm mostly, like, thinking about how I want to approach the Venus episode. So when it comes to anything for Earth, I'll have to figure that out. You know, once I get there, I'll put it that way. Yo. The skyboxers show that you're actually on Uranus. Honestly, I hope they don't, because that would be fucking stupid. I think that being on a moon of Uranus makes infinitely more sense, and I would personally prefer if they just acknowledged that more, as opposed to being like, oh yeah, you actually are on Uranus. Where'd the ocean come from? I don't know. They played extra planets for Galacticraft and thought that it was accurate or something. Go outside for 7 hours. Yeah, that's how you learn Earth lore. You go to school. If this is being the death of your channel, I don't know. Well, that sounds like a threat, Quedza. What do you mean? What? That sounds like you're threatening me. Makes no sense. Yeah, because that's the thing, is like, is there an ocean on Uranus? Yes, but it's not like the one we would see in Warframe. Not at all. So it's like, no, I really hope we don't do that. Except Brutus, the Ascension tile. That's also the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if they all take place on one moon. Like, all of them having this ocean is probably not accurate. It's a complicated mess, I'll be honest with you. It's a complicated mess. An episode on Deimos, Eris, and the Void. So, my plan is adjacent objects I want to cover in the same video. So, Earth and Lua I want to be in the same video. Deimos, Phobos, and Mars would all be in the same video. And then Jupiter and Europa would all be, you know, would be in the same video. I want to try and talk about the Galilean moons more broadly in that video, because I think they're all really interesting. And Europa gets a lot of credit, rightfully so. It's a very cool place. But the other ones don't, and I think it's pretty sad. Like, Jupiter, has 4 big moons. I think Europa's Jupiter 2 of the 4. So it's like, you know, you have like Io, Callisto, and Ganymede that all have interesting stuff about them. In fact, fun thing, Pluto in Warframe is actually just a picture of Ganymede, but we flipped it upside down, and we changed its color. What is the reaction meme? This is, it's Nitro.
Yeah, hi.
Anyways, so I think, like, it would be fun to try and work that stuff in. The problem is, it's not relevant other than some of the node names. Like, Ganymede, Io, and I believe Callisto, it's somewhere on here, isn't it? Or was that one of the ones that got cut? Nope, here it is. I was gonna say, they better have kept it. It's one of the most important things. And then a lot of these are, like, smaller moons. Like, you know, here, here, here. I believe those are all, like, minor moons of Jupiter as well. So, maybe I'll bring them up more in this section, but that is a picture of Ganymede. I'm so pissed. Okay, so I want to put this into perspective real quick. When Warframe first came out, we had not seen what Pluto looked like. Like, to put into perspective both how old this game is and how recent this stuff was, we have not gotten pictures of Pluto up until 2015. So they've never updated it, which is kind of lame. But the reason for this is we straight up just did not know what it looked like. We knew it existed, obviously, but we had never been close enough to actually see it. So this was just the best they could do at the time. I think it's honestly a fairly creative solution to the problem, because until New Horizons arrived, we had no fucking clue what Pluto actually looked like. Oh, time for my favorite part of the Archon hunt, fighting Boreal and him getting stuck in the ceiling.
Yippee.
Update for Railjack with all of its major moons would go so hard. I completely agree. I would love to see a Railjack expansion. Specifically, I want them to do an expansion for Railjack for Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus. I think those sectors being added to it would be really, really cool, and also finish out most of the star chart. Okay, people are going to probably hate this take, but I need to be honest. I think Uranus Railjack should be Submarine Railjack. Bring back Sharkwing, but in Railjack. I think, if handled well, that has the potential to go fucking crazy. Would they do it? Probably not, but I think it'd be really cool. We could play Barotrauma in Warframe.
We need to play Barotrauma again at some point still, don't we?
Probably. So I think that would be cool, but that's just my opinion. 100% tariffs for movies. This isn't a political stream. All I'm going to tell you is it's never been more over. Anyways, diving into the planet for older planets like Mercury. So when I was originally writing the video, I actually had a pretty lengthy segment talking about my proposal for a Mercury tile set rework, but I felt like it just didn't click. Like, it just didn't work. I don't really know how else to put it. Like, I felt like the idea wasn't fleshed out enough to put forward publicly, so I just kind of abandoned that part of the video. Someone did leave a really cool comment on the most recent video, though. So, they had an idea where, because of the... This is a really creative use of this. I just want to clarify. If the person who left this comment is in this stream, you're a fucking genius. So, their idea was, after the Infested get released, because the Infested are weak to heat, and, you know, the way Mercury rotates, I thought it'd be really cool if there was, like, an ever-evolving strain of Infested that, like, gestated on the cold side of the planet and was trying to evolve to the point that it could take over the hot side of the planet. I think that's a really cool idea. If we had, like, a unique strain of Infested for Mercury that was trying to adapt to the conditions, and that would be, you know, hugely dangerous, because there's an Infested strain that's trying to adapt to the heat, and we have to cull them so that they don't evolve that far. I think that's a really neat idea. And it was something that I think would come together a lot better than what I was originally going to put forward. And yeah, I also will say, the asteroid-based tile set in general is really cool, but I'll be honest, personally, I feel like it works better in the context of Saturn. I feel like if they were to do something where they, like, gave us more mission nodes... I have, like, no galvanized stacks. This is fucked up.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't know what the damage might be either.
Oh, my dog is down. I'm like, why the fuck is my fire rate so low? It's because I'm using reinforced spawn, but I'm just not really proud of that idea. Never mind, I'm just some random guy. Yeah, average stream chat moment. Do you think we'll ever have nodes on the sun? No. In the remains of Pregasa near the sun, I can only wish. Right? A man can dream. I feel like the sentient tile set just got dropped, dude. Like, it's hardly in the game post-quest. The only relevant content is, like, a call mission and a borderline Easter egg railjack mission, right? Not the planet itself. I'll be honest with you, the game doesn't make that clear. Especially with a lot of the nodes looking like they're on the planet. Because when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, they must have some, like, in the planet itself, like they dug mines into the planet. But because you can see hangar tiles that look out into space, that's obviously not true. Movement speed or something. You know, fair enough. I think we don't really... Other than Cyanax, we only have a few. Like, I guess Harrow and Hildring you could count. Also, my idea for a rework for Mercury basically went like this. The Grineer would have manufacturing facilities that would harness the sun's energy to melt down resources they mined from the planet itself. And then the planet would have, like, a day-night cycle that would last, like, a really long time. So, like, half the planets would be day and half would be night, and it would rotate, like, I don't know, once a week or once a month, something like that, just for realism. That part's not really relevant. The idea I had was during the daytime, you had to, like, avoid heat hazards, and during nighttime, the Grineer would have, like, the facility go dormant, and it would be a lot darker, and you would have to avoid, like, ice hazards and things like that. But I felt like the idea, I couldn't really put into, like, a way to make it really interesting or unique within the world of Warframe. It felt like I was kind of trying to fit, you know, a round peg into a square hole, so to speak. Like, yeah, I guess I could do it, but it just didn't really feel like it naturally fit. So I was just like, I'm gonna just scrap this part of the video. I don't think it works. And so I left that out. Now, I am going to definitely do that for the Neptune and Pluto episodes, because I really do think they deserve unique tile sets, and I'm kind of upset that after all this time, they still haven't got ones. What the fuck? Okay, bro was just in the floor. Man goes into the square hole. Woof. Truer words have never been spoken. I love the idea of seeing more parts of the enemy economy and manufacturing. Yeah, I thought that, like, using the proximity of the sun to melt down materials mined from Mercury, that was the big idea I wanted, was using the solar energy as a power source. I thought that was the crux of it, but I just could not build it out from there into something that was good. So I just dropped that part of the video entirely. Now, when it comes to Neptune and Pluto, I'm going to have some strong opinions on what I think they should do with them, because I think it's a huge letdown that they still don't have unique tile sets. Neptune is easy. I think that they should do a variant of the Corpus Gas City. I feel like that would be fairly easy, and there's cool stuff you could do with it. Like, Neptune has the highest wind speed of any, like, object in the solar system. So I think it'd be cool if we had, like, a variant of the gas city on Neptune where they were, like, harvesting wind energy. And part of the concept I had written up for that was about, like, the Corpus would have, my idea for Neptune, all right? We'll lay this out. We'll gauge things. So part of my idea for Neptune was there would be these big facilities that harvested wind energy, and they used that energy to build robotics. And because the wind speed is so high, it's not safe for humans to operate there, so it would be pretty much all robots that you would fight. And because of all the excess energy from how high the wind speeds are, there would be overcharger stations, kind of like how the Alchemist works, where it can power up enemies that it grabs onto. There would be, like, overcharger stations where proxies could walk up to them and start overcharging themselves, kind of like a Necromech summon, and if you don't stop them, they would power up. I think that could be a neat gameplay interaction, where the mini-boss is like an upgraded variant of an existing enemy, like a Hyena or a Bursa would go interact with this special terminal and get stronger if you didn't stop them. But it's a very rough idea. I'm thinking about potentially working with Rose to draw up concept art for the different ideas I have to see how that might pan out and to have a better visual for the video. But we'll have to see. The other main thing...
This is the slowest Warp Archon hunt we've ever done.
Huh?
This is the slowest Archon hunt we've ever done in this stream.
I mean, yeah, but I'm both A, not using a particularly good loadout, and B, just reading things.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, no, you're fine. So, even though Venus days are so long, they definitely have the time. So here's the thing. This is a piece of Warframe lore that's not really talked about, and Grey Archon meant it up, or just brought it up. So there is a giant reflector over the Valis that keeps the sunlight shining on it constantly. I don't entirely know what the in-lore purpose of it is. I plan to do, like, a lot more specific exploration of it in the Venus video, because I think it's really interesting. But, like, in the skybox, when you're in the orbit, it looks like there's two suns. One of them is the reflector. It's also pretty cool, because if you watch Hildren Prime's trailer, she's actually on the Valis at night. So it seems like that was something that was built after the fall of the Orokin. Like, the Corpus put that there, not them. Why did they put a mirror in the sky? Honestly, I actually do have a bit of a theory about that personally. Daylight hours means you can work all the time. That's my theory for it. Like, if they're working to terraform Venus because Alad wants it to appeal to investors, when it's nighttime, it's hard to work. So just put a giant reflector over the fucking thing. Now it's day all the time.
I mean, you say that, but, like, they're all mechanized or, like, cybernetically enhanced. They have, like, thermal and, like, fucking night visions and shit. Night isn't a problem.
I mean, they could, but I still think it would probably cause more, or realistically, it's probably easier than just augmenting every individual Solaris.
I mean, that's what
Just
they
put
already
the big
do,
reflector in the sky. The Solaris, as I understand it, there was actually, this was talked about in the AMA, interestingly enough. Not all Solaris are cybernetically enhanced like that. But most of them are, because they start as normal people, and they work jobs for money, and the Corpus trap them in a cycle of debt. Because they get augments for specific jobs that they have to do them more efficiently, and that causes them to get stuck like that. So not necessarily all Solaris are capable of those things, because they have different augments for the jobs that they're doing. By focusing the light on a point and burning like ants with a magnifying glass. You know, honestly, I did kind of wonder myself if that was a thing they could do months long. That might be problematic. Yeah, so a Venusian day is, I want to say, 226 Earth days, something like that. I don't remember the exact figure off the top of my head. It's 200-something days. But someone, you're free to look that up and correct me if you would wish. But I think that, like, we could have had a real day-night cycle. 243. Let me guess. The 220-something is the year length, isn't it? I probably got those backwards. As Venus's day is longer than its year. Somewhat power profit taker. I think that was I think they refer to it as the Overcharger Satellite, which could be something distinct. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I guess I'm not entirely sure, but... Oh, he's doing... This attack has been bugged for a while. He's just missing all the orbs, isn't he? Yep, you just can't see them. At least that side lights up more, so there we go. The days are longer than its year. Yes, Venus's rotation is really slow, and also it spins backwards. Like, relative to every other planet and the direction they spin about their axis, 224.7 Earth days. Okay, yeah, I had them backwards. But Venus spins backwards, and it spins really, really slowly. And at least to my knowledge, we don't really know why it's like that. It just kind of is. Is it backwards or upside down? Good question.
It's all relative.
And keep up with the sunset, yeah. That just kind of on the topic of this stuff. Oh, I am getting my shit rocked.
You don't get shit rock. Correction.
I'll say I'm trying to chip away at it, but it's kind of rough because I'm both A, very distracted, and B, I have like no galvanized stacks at any point in time. Anyhow, Uranus is sideways, Mars doesn't have an atmosphere, Venus is hell. So Mars does have an atmosphere, it's just kind of like a pathetic excuse for one. What is knocking me down? Wanting to buy Prime Sure-Footed. Oh, you just died?
Yes, I've been down.
I'm sorry, it's a little bit hectic. I literally got knocked down like 6 consecutive times.
It happens.
You know what? Can I just spawn call? Magnetosphere. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I tried doing the fuck that works.
Yeah, so you can't summon specters, but you can summon call via the on-call crew.
Huh.
Don't know why that works, but it does. So I just take advantage of things, right? That's just how it is. Or another planet/space colony. They are not from Venus. The Solaris are found all around the solar system. Like, if you do the Ice Mine objective in Neptune Railjack, you can actually find them working on it, too. They're like a worker class. Why? This is like the 6th time he's used this fucking ability. I hate the Aerolists, bro. This has gone on for almost 12 minutes. I just realized I'm just restarting. Nitro's been dead for too long. He's gonna get nothing.
I don't care.
I don't care if he was almost dead. I'll just switch to someone who can actually do this. But that was not the play. We've had our fill of Mag Monday. We're rebranding to I don't know how to make a pun out of Oberon.
You can do Mesa.
I mean, that's true, but Goat Paladin, yeah. Utico sort of implies it. I'm guessing that there might be different, like, how do I put this? Oh god, the code assist. Anyways, because it seems like they're, like, potentially regional, considering that, like, Utico does mention that it's obvious Biz isn't from around here, because his accent is different. So it's kind of implied the Solaris that talk like that are the ones from the Valis, which is also kind of interesting because all the ones that you find in the Deadlock Protocol also talk like that. So, I don't know, but it does make me wonder if there's like multiple different, colonies around and we only really interact with Fortuna extensively, or like maybe they're the most important one. It's kind of hard for me to say, to be honest. Fortuna does have a very big job, though. Reviving the Orb Valis, I imagine, is a pretty important operation. People trash talk Oberon, is he really that bad? I don't think so. Like, I think he does deserve a rework, but he's not bad. But that one, yeah. Invincibility phase, the boss. Why is it called Orb? I'm reasonably certain that the Orb Valis' name, I imagine it ties into the orbs, as in, like, the Corpus robots there, but I honestly don't know for sure. That's something I'm going to probably have to investigate more as I work on its video, is the naming of the Orb Valis. There's a worse, they just keep working. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to make their paycheck. It's like a McDonald's worker in the hood. Shoring up Oberon's energy issues, yeah. It's full of orbs, exploiter orb mothers, etc. True. Had floating islands. Even more interesting in terms of that. Like, the old Valis... Actually, can you still link this? Hold on. I want to see if this is still in the game. You can't. It was called the Glacial Monitor, I think? Or no, it was Orican Monitor. You can still chat link the Orican Monitor. This guy. These Orican devices emerge when the floating glaciers impact on the surface of Venus. Their purpose is unknown. That's a placeholder item from when Fortuna was still in development. As far as I understand it, instead of the warm and cold cycles, the original concept for the Valis was these floating glaciers that would periodically crash down and then float back up again. And that was going to be the cycle. but that's not how it shook out.
That sounds wacky.
Yeah, I guess they decided that was even too nuts for Warframe. Third testicle? Real? That's a Cetus Whipser? Yeah, it still uses an old placeholder model. They never updated it because it was never used. I'm guessing the idea for it probably was abandoned fairly early. Charge all this shit up. Why is the Cetus Wisp the placeholder? I'm guessing because it served a general, like a similar concept, right? How the Cetus Wisps just kind of hang out and monitor things on the planes. Probably a similar idea, so that was just a placeholder item. Or maybe they're going to function the same. It's possible that Orokin monitors were going to be like you had to pick them up like the Wisps. Any hopes for a future third Orb Mother? I hope that we get it. We're not going to. I give up.
Yeah.
Who is Nose? That's Nitro. Also, the live reaction showcase is just picked by what I think is funny. I normally just go through the live reactions channel and pick stuff there, but it's my bias is ultimately what determines it. Not that far off. I mean, that's true. I feel like the Glacier thing was probably just too ambitious, to be honest. That would be my guess for why we never got that. It was probably just too ambitious. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, yeah, new war.
In Venus around, or in the area around a coolant tower, possibly. I also do wonder, because in the quest Vox Solaris, Thursby has a line where he talks about how the Orb Valis is a blizzard and a firestorm, which implies that the rest of Venus is still really hot like it is in real life. So it brings up the question of, like, are there multiple Valises, or is there, like, a giant area on Venus that's terraformed, and the Orb Valis is just part of that giant area, but there's still like the rest of the Corpus missions and stuff take place in other areas that have Weeping Towers and stuff in the general vicinity. And if that's the case, are these like separated, or are they together as like one giant area? Was an anti? What the fuck? No. Also, welcome, Fang-A-Wisp. Thank you for contributing this wonderful image to our lives. That's nice to live in.
Your shit.
So, I will say as well, the Orb Valis, this is heartbreaking because it looks like shit, but the Orb Valis was not supposed to be frozen like it is. It's supposed to be more temperate, but the coolant towers, after the Orokin collapsed, as I understand it at least, after the Orokin collapsed, the coolant towers never stopped running, so they just froze the section over. Like, the reason that the Valis is so much more temperate is because Narmer actually started working on it correctly. So it started to warm up like it was supposed to, which sucks ass. They should make it go back to being cool. But that's besides the point. Hell froze over, yeah, pretty much. Of the outposts on Venus. Yeah, I did see that. And I was talking about it a bit on a previous stream with the Weeping Tower that you can see in the distance, and the ominous red light and other weird stuff that's on there. It's a cool update to the area, if you ask me. I like it. But yeah, Venus's episode, I'm honestly guessing, will probably just be like twice as long as the most recent one. I'm not even kidding. There's so much stuff there that there are a handful of places. I'll have to read over it. Not been using mag. I literally used mag up until this mission. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this slander. I've been playing mag this entire stream. It's been almost an hour. I will. I will body slam you off the top rope. Do not test me.
If you were a real one, you would have already known that.
Access the old looking Captura, yeah. I wish it was part of creator mode. It's been 4 years almost, and we still can't do it. It bothers me.
It's sad because, like, the terrain is so good, for example, for, like, the bike racing and shit, which should be a thing, honestly.
Trying to catch up on the chat a little bit is difficult.
Effects aren't even well done. It doesn't act like rain. It's just a fucking overlay, so it follows your camera, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they don't cool the entire planet for sure. And I also think it's interesting because, like, they cooled the planet, but they just left the carbon dioxide atmosphere. So, like, does it still have, like, acid rain? Or is it, like, acid snow? It's not really addressed, but... Because I don't think it's really ever elaborated on if they seeded the atmosphere or not. I would assume they did, but to what extent?
vengeful
I'm ready for
sight.
Warframe gaming. Big day for unemployed people, I guess. I'm sorry you lost your job at Home Depot. I hope it was over something funny, though. I'm just gonna be honest with you. No, just, we have Aloha snack bars. You know, I'm starting to wonder maybe if there's a particular reason you got fired from Home Depot that cannot be said on YouTube. Fence. No. Real. Almost makes me wish for a nuclear winter. Indeed. Oh, he's stuck in the ceiling. It's the thing I talked about. I hate this boss. I fucking hate this boss. This has been a bug for months. If he gets this tile, he just gets stuck up there. And there's an invisible ceiling that will try and push you back down if you go up there to fight him. It's so annoying. Hate this motherfucker. I really do. I hate Boreal so much. You have no idea. Worst Archon. Disproportionately. Anyway.
So much faster.
Yeah, like I said, I took a Warframe that was actually good at it. Or rather, I took a loadout that was good for it.
Been torn out.
While also terraforming. But it's possible that, like, it releases some sort of, like, off-gas or something for that. So, okay, I want to discuss something that is very... It's very science-y, but I think it's important to acknowledge in regards to Venus. So, this is something I learned from my uncle, actually, because my uncle is a chemist, and I was in his chemistry class in high school, and we talked about this. So, a big part of what makes climate change so difficult to deal with is because carbon dioxide is incredibly stable. Like, if you think about it, the way that it was put to me in chemistry is chemicals are on, like, a hill, and they want to be as low on that hill as possible. That's ultimately what drives chemical reactions. They want to be as stable as possible. Carbon dioxide is very stable, so trying to get it out of the atmosphere is really hard because it doesn't want to go anywhere. There's not much more you can really do to it at that point. So when it comes to, like, changing the atmosphere of Venus, it's really difficult, I would imagine, to do something like that, because how the fuck do you get rid of the carbon dioxide? That's part of why you hear projections about climate change being irreversible past a certain point. A lot of that comes from, how do we fucking get rid of it? Like, once we reach a certain point, you can't really do anything anymore. A lot of the damage, realistically, is already irreversible. It's just a question of, like, when does that irreversible damage become cataclysmic?
Perhaps these will show you the path.
So it's one of those things where it's like an interesting question in regards to Venus specifically, but I don't think it's ever really brought up in-game. I have to vent off this somehow. We'll buy another Exilus weapon adapter blueprint, fuck it. Shoot it into space. True. It's also so dense. That is also true. Energetically inefficient, but that's no problem for the Oregon. That's actually fair. I wonder if maybe that's how they approached it. Or potentially having some method for, like, scrubbing it specifically in the area around the towers. I don't know. It's tough to say. Like I said, I think, and I will say this as well, Grey Archon, I think that you have me on Discord. If you have anything on Orican Archive about Venus, I would very much appreciate having, you know, like, being able to take a look at it. I guess I could probably check the site myself, but it would certainly be helpful considering the upcoming episode. I'll admit, I feel like my coverage of Mercury was kind of lackluster, despite it being almost 22 minutes. I feel like there was, like, I wanted to do more, so my hope is that with Venus I do not come up short again. I'll put it that way. Some stuff I had, I would appreciate it.
Here's to you, anonymous troublemaker.
Melting isn't possible to stop anymore. Yeah, that's also a good point.
Sorry. Artists will play with the volume off.
In a few years, it'd be like that. And yeah, Venus is weirdly complicated, but I appreciate that part of it. I think it's really, really cool to make it like the polar opposite of what it's like in real life. It was mostly science, more or less. Also, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that you have enjoyed the most recent video. Gonna be a Tau Sentient Origin episode. So, I will say this. Kind of. Depending on what the content of Warframe itself is like at the time, I do want to do a video on Tau, like the actual real-life star system, and how it differs in Warframe from what we know about it. But obviously, Tau tomorrow. Trust me, it's really happening this time, guys. So I should definitely wait until at the very least after TennoCon, just in case. Because they're not gonna fucking announce Tau on like a random dev stream. if they actually do that, and I say this, and people clip it, I'm gonna fucking... Actually, I can't say that on YouTube. The point I'm trying to make is Tau Tuesday. Yeah, deadass. I want to wait as a very, like, vague just in case. So when they don't announce Tau, then I can confidently talk about the little lore that we do have about it. Is just hilarious. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't supposed to be like that. You can see in the, it's one of the Vistograph scenes called The Valis Breathes. It's clear that it was, the original intention was to make it more habitable, but the problem is the towers were left on after the Orokin, you know, functionally vanished. There was no one to operate them anymore, so they just never stopped running. Also, yes, my Daggett loadout is called White Woman. Where is she? It's down here, yeah. I get stuck looking at this screen all the time. The other main weekly thing I have, I guess, is Netracells if you want to do them, Nitro, but I don't really want to do EDA this week personally, because my tolerance for the RNG is very low at this point in my life.
Yeah, fair.
And extreme leaning into it. I think it was pre-planned. Like, it's clear to me, if you look at a lot of stuff, that DE did a very good job with researching things before, like with the codex fragments and stuff. Like, they knew a lot of this stuff going in. Like, this is concept art. And if you look here, yeah. So this is all the way back from, like, 2013. And you can even see here, hidden and entrenched in the mountainous peaks of... Portis, shut the fuck up. Hidden and entrenched in the mountainous peaks of Venus, the Corpus practice their industrious craft. The superstructures built here are a testament to the inventive Corpus engineers that have settled in regions where lingering Orokin technology still moderates surface temperatures. Even back in 2013, this was the setup for Venus, was that there was ancient Orokin technology that allowed this to happen. The North Pole won't have ice? That would be fucked up. Opposing Lotus. Anyways.
Just fucking putting something
So,
on my Noctua real quick.
As I understand, Tau refers to the star system Tau Ceti. They're from 2016. Oh, okay, my bad. I spread misinformation on the internet. They were really added in they're that recent? I was under the impression that these were a thing when I started in 2014. That's fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. I could have sworn these were in the game when I started, but I suppose not. What am I missing? Oh, they're Prex cards. I was like, what the fuck? No, that makes sense. Post Second Dream content. Second Dream was 2015, I think. So yeah, I guess if they added this after, or in 2016, then yeah, I guess it would have been. Damn, that's fucked up. 9 years ago. This stuff is all so old. Vor smoking the blunt, by the way. Added Inspectors of the Rail, which part of U19? Oh, it was the descriptions. Okay, I wonder if that's what I was thinking of then. Vor hitting that Za. Sorry, everyone, I spread misinformation on the internet because I have no grasp of the flow of time. Weed. Smoking that blong. He needs some way to handle the power of the Giannis key.
Does Dante have a, what's it, unique weapon, or like fucking signature weapon?
Signature weapon? Yes, the Ruvox. The fist weapon. Was 2014? I don't think it was. Spectres of the Rail was, I mean, Grey Archon can probably just correct me on this, but I think it was late 2015, early 2016, right? I think that's correct. Your scarred vessel comes to beg once more. Any predictions for what will be revealed at PAX on Saturday? Not really, to be honest with you. I'm kind of just waiting to see. Other than Ureli Prime.
Let's check what's next.
Actually, the Rail was the update for the current Charizard art in 2016. Okay. Also, yes, I still have the Christmas decorations up. I just leave them up in perpetuity because I think it's funny. The snowman is buried in my floofs because I placed them all before turning it on. I have my floof tunnel here. They're announcing the 61st frame. That doesn't surprise me. I think we're around at that time.
Samples over here, if you please.
Then we'll just have to see. I haven't honestly been super in the loop with like what they've been saying on Twitter and things like that. I'm gonna be honest with you all. The Mercury video should have been out like 2 weeks ago. I've just been playing a lot of Terraria lately, so I just kind of wasn't working on anything for a while. But
We've had a few.
hitting the what do you mean the new Tonfa hitting the Yoinky Sploinky? What does that mean exactly, Salios? Put the Hades Tonfa skin on it? You know what? Okay. Let me go to my generic so I don't mess anything up here. So, the new Tonfa is... Oh my god, what is it called? I'm having a moment. Yeah, Tonkat. Hades nuts. I got him. They confirmed a rework of a frame, 61st frame, and next prime will be revealed. Huh, okay.
Oh, they
They
fixed the bug.
fixed the
Oh,
bug? Damn, I was gonna say, like, what am I looking at?
what the fuck was the bug?
No, the skin used to cycle? Huh, interesting. It used to spin? I actually did not know about that.
Damn.
Or like wiki jockey. So fun thing, actually. I have a tab group in my Firefox called Terraria Wikis that contains 8 different wiki pages right now. Oh, applied to all the textures on the skin? Oh, that's fucked up. We're so real for that. Look, I only have 8 open right now. Normally, it's like fucking 20. I've made a great mistake. So, our current playthrough of Terraria, it's me, Nitro, and my cousin Nick. And we're playing through the mod Ragnarok. Ragnarok is a mod that allows you to play Thorium and Calamity at the same time. So, I'm playing the Thorium class Healer, and Ragnarok, as well as another mod, adds some content to help healers stay relevant throughout the game. So, the problem is, Ragnarok, as well as unofficial Calamity, Bard, and Healer, have no fucking documentation. So I'm basically playing a class where I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, because the Thorium guide sucks ass, and the ones for the other 2 mods that actually make the class work in Calamity don't have any documentation. So I really have no idea what's going on most of the time. Because just like, I don't know, I just get to look through the crafting recipes and hopefully find one that actually works at that stage in the game. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It fucking sucks. I'm having fun, though. I finally gotten to the point where I can feel useful, because we beat our first mechanical boss, and I now have access to a healer item that literally lets me lock on to a teammate and just spew them with healing from anywhere. It is incredibly good. It has to be in the orbiter? Huh.
Maybe we can be devolved. Back to what we were. Maybe.
Not even the wiki can save you now. Genuinely. It's also funny because I feel like as I played, it's very clear to me that the people that make Thorium and the supplementary mods for it very much prefer Bard to Healer. Because it seems like Bard has way more content, way more items, way more accessories. It's like, damn, bro. Then again, it kind of makes sense. You basically can't play Healer solo. There are so few items that you can use for yourself on Healer, and Healer's damage is so bad that it would be horrendous. Makes the game easier? Damn, that's grim.
Access that terminal.
Because with, I don't know, with our playthrough, we're doing a run on Master/Death mode, and I'm gonna be honest, the bosses from Thorium are pretty easy. They don't even really feel like bosses. The ones from Calamity are harder, but thus far not that bad. The vanilla bosses have rocked our shit, like, consistently. Skeletron took us multiple in-game days to beat. I think it took us 2 real-life days to beat Skeletron. And the twins, we fought them for 18 in-game hours. And the only reason that we realistically won was because I was playing healer, so I was able to keep healing myself and my allies, so that if people died, we could just stall it out until they respawn.
That and the fact that we were all stacked, we all had those fucking like what's a reduced respawn timer items, and that helped a lot.
Oh, that was just you. Maybe Nick as well. I didn't have it though. I wasn't using the reduced spawn timer item.
I had the big one. He had like the small one with the side effect of something else.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We should not have beat the twins. We should not have been able to do it. It was like so difficult that realistically we were not supposed to, but we still did.
No, that's what I was saying. It's just like. Yeah, do we deserve it? Kinda.
Would just decide to leave? Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes, too. They just sometimes fuck off, which is weird. But, I don't know, our Calamity playthrough, we just beat the twins. We've been doing this for like a week now. Progress has been fairly slow because, A, it's 3 people, and B, we're doing it on Master Death mode. We also found out that you can spawn the Aquatic Scourge in pre-hard mode, which, like, what the fuck? Why can you do that? Oh yeah, the Wall of Flesh was also pretty rough. I did not realize how fucking fast he is on hard mode, or on fucking master mode. He is really fast. Had me considering going to church, but you have to pray to Jesus to cast him out. That's also, like, so Healer, obviously, because Healer is a class that is, Terraria with Thorium, a lot of its iconography is very Christian. You have, like, the Spiritualist as an NPC that sells healer items, and there's, like, a book that looks like the Bible because there's a cross on it. So whenever I heal my friends, I quote that one video. If anyone here has seen Apostate of Boy Kisser, where it's fucking Gabriel talking to the Boy Kisser, and he's like, act fucking normal, read the Bible, pray to Jesus, get well soon. I just quote that constantly whenever I heal people. Can naturally spawn. Yeah, that's also very fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's a method to this, and I'm just going to ignore it and just look for it the stupid way. Bible man? Yeah, pretty much. Are doing Infernum won't beat us to death repeatedly. I don't think I'm good enough at Terraria to do Infernum. I'm not good enough to do Master Mode, bro.
No.
Realistically, in our playthrough, Nick is carrying us. He's much better at the game than the rest of us. But I'm just getting my ass beaten. Pretty rough. Eidolon a Worm, my beloved.
And we were on the Vengeance, and I thought I was actually doing well for once. And then we went to Master Mode, and it's like, it's not me.
I also will say that with my, like, Healer, just... The class that I'm playing, just don't get hit. Calamity's mod boss have gimmicks stuff which keep them interesting. And yeah, I will say I have not played Terraria enough that I would be, like, super in touch with a lot of the bosses. I was kind of getting the hang of some of them. Like when Skeletron's head launches at you and shoots a billion fucking projectiles. Like getting the hang of the cadence to dodge them, right? But I think that, you know, if I played the game a shit ton, then I'd probably have a much better handle on it. But another issue as I've been playing Healer is really good in, like, events and stuff because they have really high knockback weapons that swing all around them. But against bosses, Healer is fucking ass for damage because all their weapons are really close quarters. So it's like, and the ones that have range deal no damage. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, as a healer, my job is to heal my teammates because even if I wanted to fight the boss, I fucking can't. I'm just too weak. And I can't even, like, I'm sorry, people who don't play Terraria, you're probably very bored by this discussion. But the, healer armor in Thorium gives you a debuff to all non-healer damage. Healer weapons use a new damage type called Radiant, and healer armor gives you a debuff to non-radiant damage while you're wearing it. So healer tries to make sure you don't multi-class, so you're stuck with the shitty weapons, which is really annoying. Are you going to do a Void Astronomy vid? Probably not. There's not really anything to talk about there with the Void not being, like, a real thing.
Unless we discover the Void in between now and then.
That's true. Maybe that'll happen. I love healer weapons. I feel like against bosses, I don't like them. Against, like, regular mobs, I do like the healer weapons a lot, personally. But not really a big fan of the weapons for bosses. Multi-class healer and summoner. I don't, because I actually do have a summon I keep with me just to be helpful. But like I said, its damage gets reduced by my armor.
And apparently, I think Calamity might do this or not. I think there's a fucking vanilla thing where if you have a summon out, you're not holding like a summoner weapon like a whip or like the wand itself. The summon itself does less damage. So,
a real thing in real life. TennoCon highlight. Any hopes for a Earth Moon episode? I cannot read. Yes, there will be an episode on Earth and the Moon. I want to do every single thing for it.
Security level dropping.
Calamity does that? Oh, in terms of the summoner thing, I'm assuming? Because I know Calamity adds a lot of mechanics, but I haven't played Vanilla Terraria in so long that it's hard for me to say for sure at this point if it's a Calamity or a Vanilla mechanic.
That's a real. Most people consider Calamity vanilla.
I don't think people consider it vanilla so much. It's just like the modders decided to make Calamity, they've made Terraria sequel in Terraria.
Yeah.
I haven't played Terraria without Calamity in a long time, because it's just like, damn, I can't live without this shit.
Termites are slowing
Yeah.
us down. Find 'em, smash 'em.
That is just my opinion. Talk about asteroid fields. I've thought about it. I'm not really sure if it could be a very long video, though. I might do like an odds and ends video where I talk about things that aren't real. We'll see. I would say, for the time being, don't count on it. But maybe I'll do an odds and ends of things like the Zeramin and stuff like that, where it's more about the in-game lore and their feasibility. I really dislike playing Calamity. To each their own, I suppose. Personally, I enjoy it a lot, but...
Yeah.
Especially considering, like, I appreciate the extended progression. I feel like, at least in my own experience, it's easy to beat Terraria very quickly. Calamity, it normally takes much longer.
Ignoring the fact that we rushed the last 7
Well, a lot of us going through it quickly on the last server was because I wanted to play through post-Calamitous content mods that, didn't work in multiplayer, and I didn't realize that till the very end of the playthrough.
Yeah, so we basically just bum rushed everything for, like, I think 3 days.
For going a max range Oberon. Not necessarily. I wouldn't personally do it because I find strength to be very valuable on him, but high range is helpful for the carpet and stuff. Everywhere is grass. Yeah, indeed. I do want to... For planets that have Railjack Proxima regions, I am going to talk about the Proxima region in their corresponding video. I especially want to do that. Like, I'm looking forward to Saturn, because we'll be able to get a better look at, like, asteroid bases and stuff in that episode, which I think will be fun to talk about. But for Venus, it's going to be, like, I'm currently, like, just sort of entering the early research phases. I know a lot about this kind of stuff just from being, like, passionate about it for many years. I've been, like, really into space and science fiction since I was a kid, but a lot of the more, like, finer detail stuff I like sort of knuckle down for like research periods where it's like, all right, I have like broad, somewhat inspecific knowledge of this topic. I need to really nail it down. Is Oberon really that bad? I wouldn't say so. He's not very good, but I don't think he's like unusably trash.
Take whatever Albrecht was hiding and get back to the sanctum.
Is kind of lacking. I also think he has just some kind of weird quirks. Like, why does his 3 consume more energy the more allies you're healing? I think his 2's range is pretty stubby out of the box. Stuff like that.
The more energy for each ally consumes, that's like a fucking relatively old kind of Warframe trying to be balanced around, multiplayer and shit.
I love having a Necros teammate as Oberon.
Yeah, that's one of the worst possible options.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think Oberon is bad. I think that some of his stuff has like weird friction or just like doesn't really pan out that well in modern Warframe. But he's by no means a bad Warframe. He's just kind of lackluster. You voluntarily learn things? Yes, pretty regularly. Rather than 100% per unit, that's why it's got the stubby feeling. That would make sense. Hydra, where are you?
I heard it,
fuck's
but
sake.
go. No, it's time. It's fine.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
When will you collab with Neil Smoke DeGrasse Tyson? Oh, I gotta duplicate. I think I only need a couple more of these to max a new one, actually. But everything I ever learned is involuntary. Damn. You see, you guys don't just, like... You don't have the masculine urge to get into, like, a binge where you read through Wikipedia articles that are tangentially related for multiple hours. I thought that was, like, a normal thing people did. This is very saddening to me. You know, is anyone else here like this? It looks like Nitro will be taking a brief break, so we're going to lose the horse for a bit, but we have his reaction here in spirit. Feminine urge, maybe? You know, fair enough. In its very early concepts. Yeah, I actually do remember seeing that, and I was just like, damn, that would have been cool as fuck. Hell yeah, it's normal. I have a hyperfixation, I hallucinate things. Can we look at the taunt for now? I can go back to the orbiter for it real quick, I suppose, yeah. Nightwave rewards, I do not give a shit. The ambiguous urge to consume, indeed. What's your favorite thing to consume? You know what, this will be... Fucking hell, these just get dumb, more and more dumb every single time I do them. This will be our certified lurker moment. If you've just been hanging out in chat, haven't been saying much, you know, just to let us know that you're here and that you're alive. Tell me your favorite thing to consume. What is your favorite thing to consume? We'll take some replies to this question. What's your drywall vent? Okay, cum took longer than I expected. Ice cream. I'm just going to assume the chicken emoji means chicken and no other form of innuendo. Warframe content, grilled cheese. Ass. I can't say mine. Yeah, Robin, you better fucking not. I know what you're gonna type. Holy shit, a dog. Indeed. Oh, I am still on this loadout. Okay, good. Oh, would you look at that? It does still work in the orbiter. What the fuck? Does this apply on anything else? No, it is just that skin. Holy shit. Did someone say ass yet? Yes. Well, this is what it's like to do PCP, I imagine. Weird and obscure. Anyways. Mind posting your Oberon loadout? The Oberon just uses a bunch of Incarnate weapons. This is the crutch items.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corpus peddling their wares again.
Get off
Well,
the emergency frequency.
who should I use for my next one? I guess I'll take Korvax, but he's a little boring in Netra Cells because the enemy spawns are so slow. I miss back when we could do them on Steel Path. I know it was a bug, but I also do not give a shit. Because he can hold Incarnate weapons. True. Honestly, I still like him without the Incarnate weapons. It's a thematic thing. This is, you all are entirely allowed to make fun of me for this. Maybe some other people do it. A lot of my loadouts are not based on synergy. They're based on thematics. Like, my mag loadout uses all Railjack weapons because she's the same color as my Railjack. Like, it's a thematic thing. I don't do it because they have solid synergies. They kind of do, like Queller in the mag bubble and stuff, but the reason is because it's thematic. It's not because of the synergy.
Go with the herd. Nice.
So, like, that's the reason. Same with, like, Daggeth. Daggeth is using Vasto and Boltor because they both have Day of the Dead skins. He's now a popcorn maker. Yeah, this was, like, Tech Route Encore was really the we should buff Corvex update. Cerberus for Mesa because it's a lever gun. I respect that.
You got your glyphs. So?
Judging things based on color, huh? I did not say that. I did not say that. I will not let you pin me down for that. I should not have worded it that way. You're not allowed to pin me down for anything. But you're I'm gonna dig the hole deeper, actually. Let's just not do this. Also, no, I'm not gonna do EDA. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just sick of it. I want to play the game in the way I want to play it. And I don't particularly want to play EDA and be forced to use a loadout that I don't really want to use, so I'm just not doing it. Could I do it? Yeah, I definitely could. It doesn't seem that hard this week, but I don't care. Having a tree chainsaw people is hilarious. You know what? I respect that. I think I know what I'm drawing next. Wisp, don't, you better not. It's like the one, if anyone here's seen the clip from A Fox in Space where Wolf says, you better not. That's how I feel right now. You better not. Between White Woman and Vasto, The Vasto has nothing to do with Daggett being a white woman, but if you want an in-lore like a reason, I feel like it's because Daggett is a horse girl, and horse girls like to LARP as cowboys. And the Vasto is, you know, a 6-shot revolver, so there's your lore connection. There's, yeah, that cowboy so horse, basically. That's your lore connection. How do I tell my business client of nearly 4 years that I'm not gay, like keep him only as a friend? What? What? Thematically correct for Chroma. I'm using Trumna and Sepulchrum. My reasoning being they're big fucking guns and he's a big fucking dragon. That's why I use those on him. And then I also use Galatine, because Galatine is bigger than Graham. Genuinely the entire reason. I was like, you know what? Chroma's a big dragon. We should give him big weapons. White woman horse or white woman dog. He's a dragon hunter than a dragon, but that's just me. I think it's more like he has a symbiotic relationship with the dragon pelt he wears. So, I guess I don't know. Up to interpretation. Not the inflation dragon. Don't say that. You'll summon Evelyn. Alright. I'm making my way downtown. The pelt is a sentient IR. I don't think it would be a sentient, because sentients are poisoned by void energy, and that's what powers Chroma. So, if you mean is sentient, as in, like, it's an independent entity from Chroma, then yeah, that's probably true. Sentient as in, like, it is a sentient, like, life form, as in the faction, I doubt it. He's in a onesie. True. I hate that these things are restricted by line of sight. I just want to make that comment. Counter-argument Caliban. Caliban's a merger of both. He's not a pure sentient, he's a hybrid. And it seems like, while his lore is inconsistent, it sounds like Era developed him. It ties into the new Strain Quest 2. Okay, huh, because I had not heard of it being a... I'd have to look at that. Being part of a sentient. I was unaware of that as a lore tidbit. Sentient that he killed. Maybe I can find this on the wiki page, I wonder. It doesn't make a ton of sense off the top of my head, I feel like, but... Chroma's married to a dragon. Where did my laser... What the... Oh, it's the... Oh my god, it's the Void Surges. This is so cringe. Like Protea? True. Sorry, everyone. You're having to watch footage of me play the worst Warframe.
Something's going on with...
What the sentience looks like? I believe so. I believe that's correct. I don't think that we had... Not that I remember, but again, my memory is clearly very hazy on these things, so... They would never get a prime. They'll probably find some way to figure it out. Oh, this isn't Revenant. If you mean in terms of, like, I guess Revenant is also a hybrid, but that was more of, like, if memory serves from his quest, he was transformed into Revenant from being a normal Warframe because of, like, an Eidolon. I don't know. We have 4 years before we get a Temple Prime. They've got time to think of something. Like Lavos Prime. I meant the worst frame? Oh. No, I'm making fun of I'm poking fun, rather, at Nova Umbral for his video about Corvex. Then again, this augment in Universal Fallout didn't exist when he made it, but that's besides the point. Canonically, is his own prime? Yeah. Is that it's just like, you know what? Fuck it, actually. I'm priming myself. I don't give a shit. Chrono bullshit go for Temple Prime. True. A Vengeful Spirit of sorts, maybe even a Revenant. Holy shit. Title screen. It's like the Invincible title screen gag. Am I a low A tier? I do personally like Corvex, like, without it. I just felt like he was unfinished, and I still feel that way, honestly. I feel like his 3 and his 1 in particular don't feel like finished abilities. but this stuff has definitely made him better. I've said this before, but, you know, who fucking cares? I feel like trying to argue who is the worst Warframe is kind of a waste of time. Because, like, it's ultimately not really a productive discussion, I guess, and is ultimately going to boil down to subjectivity. Any hope from Garuda lore? They've said, even on a dev short, Rebecca made a comment that she really likes Garuda and wanted to do lore for her, but honestly, I'm not going to hold my breath. It's been so long. Garuda was 2018, I believe? So, damn, that was 7 years ago. That's fucked up. Yeah, it's been long enough. Who is the worst Warframe YouTuber? I will not make such a comment on my streams, because I don't watch any of them. That's honestly the primary reason. Ain't Caliban Prime next? He should be. If they don't break the order, then it should be Caliban Prime next. The one who doesn't post any videos. True. The worst Warframe YouTuber is Cool Kid 369, baby. Cool Kid 369. I love this combat theme. The Master Returns is one of my favorite combat themes in the entire game. Genuinely a bad person. You know, I will say as well, shut up, you just posted? Yeah, exactly. That's why you said the one who doesn't post any videos is the worst Warframe YouTuber, right? So I'm being exempted by your criteria, but it also took me like a month. So, like, relative time scale, I'm pretty bad about it. I'm grandfathering myself in from when I didn't post videos. I will say as well, like, I mentioned when I first talked about the Nightmare Frame thing on my streams, that I didn't want to assume, like, don't attribute to bigotry what you can reasonably assume is ignorance, was my philosophy. But after the Asmongold's coverage was embraced by Nightmare and a bunch of his audience is now just like Asmongold viewers, nah. It's like, never mind. I was wrong. My bad, everyone. The turnaround was quick. I don't know. I don't watch Nightmare Frame's content. I don't particularly care. The extent of what I, like, have seen from him was when he reacted to DE Still Doesn't Understand Overguard, and I riffed on his reaction because I thought it was just not very good. But that's just my opinion. That I have nothing against him personally.
Not what I was looking for. But if you're happy, I'm happy.
Good Frame should get a Prime trailer that didn't get one. I am biased, so I would want it to be Lavos, but who doesn't clean his setup? Look, all I'm saying is, like, I wonder, do you think it... Alright, you know what? This should be like a guessing game. Like, you guys know those guessing games where they'll give you, like, a jar of marbles, and it'll be like how many marbles are in the jar? I think that they should do that, but it's how many Wendy's cups are in Asmongold's room. And if you guess correctly, I don't know what you win, actually, but I think they should do that. I think it'd be a good thing. A good little mini-game. Your favorite brand of pickle? That's a tough question. I haven't, like, bought them in a while. On these nuts, big man. Thank you, Avery. Very cool. You win one of the cups. You win his cockroach army. Yeah, the rats that Asmongold commands become available to you. I guess for the last one we can do... I think I'll do Hildren, actually. Win Legionnaire's disease. I've never seen an Asmon Vitter stream. Yeah, I haven't seen much either outside of, like, clips from people talking about him and, like, them coming up, but I don't know. Asmongold is the kind of person where I am completely fine riffing on him because he said some fucking horrendous shit. I've mentioned this before. A lot of, like, big people in the Twitch space are just awful, and I don't know why people watch them. I'm really poor and unemployed. I can't pay my gacha games anymore. All right. There's 124 people watching. Let's see if you have good RNG. Let's see if you have good RNG. I'm going to gift one membership. Let's see if you have good RNG. This will determine if you can watch it or not. Good RNG or bad RNG? Let's find out. Nope, you have bad RNG. Congrats to Always Smarter for winning it. You have bad RNG. Sorry, homeboy. It was a worth it shot. Well, that was my one act of charity for the stream.
Nice.
Rigged? Real. It's funny because people tell me, like, oh, this is like a great money laundering method, you know, give yourself super chats. But, like, no, it isn't. Because super chats, YouTube takes 30, or, memberships and stuff, YouTube takes 30%. Whenever I gift someone a membership, I'm losing roughly $2. And I won't get that money back until the next month. So, like, the money that I just put into that will not come back to me until the 21st of June. So it's like, yeah, money laundering, but stupid. This is not a charity case here at Cool Kid 369. I could do another one. It would be funny. But just buy a washing machine, duh. True. Is so high. The worst part is that Twitch is even worse. They do 50-50 unless you are like a very popular streamer and get the better contract. Just one more pull. Yeah, you can play gacha with if you'll win a membership instead of just buying it for yourself. Unfortunately for everyone else here, I do not believe that the Goober is here. They're the one that typically... I guess Combi used to do it too. I haven't seen them around in a bit, but I also haven't been streaming that much, so... Keep 100% of their bits, though. Yeah, I have heard that much. I think that the contract split is for ad revenue, right? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What the fuck is wrong with me? I just received... You guys probably heard that I received an email for my receipt of purchasing that, membership gifting. Subs and ads. Okay, I'm sorry you guys all had to witness that. I was taking a drink, so my hand wasn't on my mouse. Thought you clicked to your tongue? No. I have been messing with my noise gate settings, though. Like, if you're hearing a lot of mouth sounds and stuff, I'll have to tweak it further. I've been working on that in the dev commentaries, too. Trying to make sure that it's not as bad. Of course, only the members would know what that sounds like, I guess, but... Run them at a certain frequency? Oh, okay. Fucking Flary just DM'd me the chat summary. I'm just gonna read this verbatim. Viewers in the chat are discussing Asmongold's content in his recent video on the Titanic iceberg. They are also talking about gambling and whether or not it is a good investment. Ooh, Asmongold Titanic iceberg? Maybe his channel hit it. I need more goon fuel. Oh, hell no. I'm sorry, if you're gooning to the Cool Kid mouth sound ASMR, I'm gonna euthanize you, Rollin. I'm gonna have to do it. I have to break your neck. I'm just the messenger. Asmongold was the Titanic. Damn. Asmon fucked the Titanic. He just crashed? Yeah, probably. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, sorry, I was trying to clear the Discord notification because it wasn't for some reason. A gamer sub sponsorship? Okay. That brings up something I should probably talk about. I brought up on a few prior streams that I was looking into sponsors, and I actually have gotten a few sponsorship offers. I want to just say this now, for the record, I'm not doing it. And the reasoning for that is because I thought about it a lot. Because even though a lot of my audience was very supportive of me taking a sponsorship, it just didn't sit right with me. Like, my videos that I make on this channel are fairly personal. And I felt like the idea of something that I made being used to push a product that I don't care about just felt gross. And the thought of watching my own videos and seeing a sponsored segment just made my skin crawl. I didn't want to do it. The more I thought about it, the more I was just like, no. Like, I'll be honest with you all. The money would be helpful, especially because I want to move in, a few months. The money would have been very helpful, but I couldn't do it. The thought that, like, I need that money now, so I would ruin a video in my eyes forever, I just couldn't do it. So I'm not going to be accepting sponsorships. you imagine you taking is Warframe. That is the one exception. If I was ever offered a sponsorship deal with DE, I would take it because I'm playing the game. Anything else, I don't want to do it. Taco Bell and the Big Cheez-It offered you big bucks. Shit, that's actually true. The Big Cheez-It would be a hard sponsor. As someone with absolutely zero integrity, you fool. What if Space Engine sponsored you or something? I doubt they would ever do that. That'd be cool. Maybe I'd take that if they did, but I doubt they ever would. It'd be funny to be a sellout. That's true, but like, I just don't think I could. I don't think I could pull that off. Watch your own videos with it. I don't want to subject my audience to that, though. Gooning sponsorship. I mean, that's basically just fucking Robin's membership. However it's spelled. Okay, if Pan Pushka offered me a sponsorship, fuck yes, I'm taking that up. That would be so goddamn funny. That's the other exception. Now that you mention that, if it was Pan Pushka, yes, absolutely. No fucking question. I would take a sponsorship from Pan Pushka. Wait, would this even be legal? Probably not. I don't know. I also feel like with, like, as I was working on the Mercury video, I knew it wasn't going to perform well. So I was like, do I want my first ever sponsor to be on a video that would not perform well and that would color what my performance looks like to them permanently? But... or Incredible Desperation? More or less. Like, I don't know. Because I got offered a sponsorship from World of Tanks. Just... I've heard they're a good sponsor. I'm just not interested in it. That's just the truth of the matter. I don't care for those kinds of games. Or like another agency that reached out to me worked with a lot of different sponsors, like you know, like Factor and AG1 and like different video games. Like I think one of them was like Arc Knights or something like that. So I was just like, that's cool, but I just don't care about any of this stuff. So I don't want to do it. And I just feel like it's just, I don't know. Like I said, the idea of having a product in something I made just bothers me. What if you were sponsored by Mercury? I'd accept that. If like Mercurius the god himself sponsored me, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. Or unlimited games, but no games. I'm probably going to go with unlimited games, but no games. You can't go up the elevator shaft. It is honestly kind of weird to me. Like, I get it, because the radius that she picks enemies up is based on how close she is to the ground. But I wish that she could just leave the radius behind and just fuck off into space. What if Cool Kid sponsors you? I wouldn't accept that. I hate that guy. Wish I could give you a few grand for that. For what? Now I'm scared. If there was a previous message, I didn't see it. Mercury the Element. No one saw, fucking an electric ball hair shaver? Not really. By Mars, that asshole. True. I mean, he is the, Roman god of war, right? Why doesn't Nitro sponsor you? He might as well. Mercurius sponsorship? I don't think so. Also, no, if that podcast sponsored me, Kaz, hell no. A Keep sponsorship? I would do a Keep sponsorship, and then I do something that, like, I think it was General Sam did, where the ad reads about how I have chemo, like, I lost my hair from chemo, to see if they would still keep me or not. Fucked my head? Yeah. I think it was all 4 of the early, like, terrestrial planets, I think, got their layouts changed. Shitcoin money? Not really. I don't feel like scamming my audience. This video was sponsored by Nitro. Yeah, you can tell by the live reaction this video was sponsored by Nitro. My brother's more of a fan of General Sam than me, but he did show me that segment. I don't know if I have much else weekly content, or in terms of weekly content. What if Bad Dragon sponsored you? Fuck, that would be really funny to accept. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hey, a friend invite. We can add him to the list. Okay, my key for that is not working. Odd Job Prime when? Oh, hell no. Glad you decided to go through with the series. Thank you. I will say this. I want you to get sponsored, or I want to get sponsored by Cold Stone. That would be fucked up. So this is kind of embarrassing to confess, but it is unfortunately the truth. So I was really nervous about the release of the Mercury video because it's so different from what I normally do, and I had no idea if my audience would like it. So I had this constant, fear while working on it that people not only weren't going to watch it, which I expected, but they were going to actively reject it. They would not like the video. And so, I went and I uploaded it. Oh, welcome back, Nitro. I'll let you out of jail again. Anyways, so when I uploaded the Mercury video, it was 7 or 8 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just set this to public, and I'll look at people's responses in the morning. And I had when I went to bed, I was so nervous about it that I actually just straight up had a nightmare of me typing up a community post apologizing for that video's release because the dislike ratio was so bad. And I'm just like, damn. It's kind of sad that I was that stressed out about it. But I think that the reasoning for it, honestly, is that this is a topic that is so personal to me. Like I said, I've been a nerd about space my entire life. And so there was this, deep-seated fear that something that I made that was going to be so personally interesting to me would be completely rejected by my audience, and I was just going to have to deal with the fact that the series I really wanted to make wasn't ever going to happen. I think that's where that stemmed from. We got another friend invite. You corn cob. I haven't made a shitpost in a while, but, I appreciate that someone likes them. I can absolutely relate, lifelong space nerd. We gotta, that was a big thing for, why I liked Warframe 2 early on, was I was like, oh, damn, that's really cool, the interpretation of space through this science fiction lens. Mom wanted you to get a job? Cool Dad 369. What the fuck? Okay, I think I know who made that account, and I just want to say, if you are who I think you are, I applaud you for putting in the effort to do it. But no, Dad, I'm not getting a job. I'm going to make Warframe videos, and it will be enough for my career. You're welcome, son. Holy shit. Cool Dad 369 has no profile picture. We need to get Cool Dad 369 a profile picture. If I confirm who I know is probably running this we'll get them a profile picture.
You just use the fucking what's the one from what's the fucking name? The one that did live react.
Huh?
The one where it's just
oh yeah, we could have right. Hold on, yes. I need to go Fanged Wisp. I'm gonna grab another thing that you drew because it's fucking hilarious. The one with my dad in it. You guys want to see what Cool Dad looks like through the interpretation of Fanged Wisp? I also just hold on. I like how this is called not so cool dad.png. Cool Dad 369. Showing this image is going to cause some questions to be asked of me when I go to my job next, but that's fine. It happens. So, this image, this art piece is fucking hilarious. I love this. This is based on an actual story I told on stream, where my dad randomly went on this rant in front of my mom and one of my siblings that he's really glad I'm not gay. Completely unprompted. So that was weird. Anyways, thank you, Wisp, for drawing this. It is fucking hilarious. Let it run. I love the commentary. The Planet Vids would do nicely. Oh, are you like a distance trucker or something like that? Both turbo cursed and mega based, respectable. Wait, I'm getting more friend requests. It's happening. The friends list is growing further every day. Why do they call it oven when you in the cold food? Out hot, eat the food. I don't know, but that's a good question. Really like the Mercury vid? I'm glad to hear it.
Wait, hold on, should Jimmy tugging in this then?
Why aren't Cool Kid and Nitro kissing at Fanged Wisp? That reminds me of another thing that Wisp drew. I certainly hope it doesn't, bother Fanged Wisp that I'm showing their art off in front of, 130 people. But if it is, they can just say something, I guess. Let me find... Oh, the Discord tag isn't working. Let me guess, it's because I'm in... Shit. Where's the image that Wisp drew? I don't think I had it pinned. It's one where, it's me wearing a t-shirt that says not removed from reality, and I'm looking over to where Nitro should be, because it's like a couple's t-shirt trend, but Nitro has been removed from reality. Thank you for the 10. Archangel891. In this era of clickbait and half-baked content, it's refreshing to see someone so passionate about a subject. The Mercury video was great. Keep it up. Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, look, it's Aloha Snack Bar ZZZ.
Oh my god. He's gonna get fired from Home Depot again.
Also, yeah, thing was just says spread and send it.
I said, I can't find it because I can't search for it. Cool Mom 369 says, hello, sweetheart. No fucking shot. Are you for real? The worst part is I don't even know if this is the Cool Dad person. Because the person who is doing the Cool Dad thing is someone I know in real life, more likely than not, and I brought the idea up to them. Cool Mom, we have never discussed. My mom watched my streams one time to mess with me, and I had to... I could not... Okay. Okay, I have to say something about this. My mom watched a stream of mine and was leaving chat messages, making it clear she was my mother. My mom did this under her full legal name. So, I ignored her, and then banned her from my chat to delete all of her messages. So that they wouldn't show up in the VOD. And I was like, Mom, you were under your full name. And she's like, what? I changed my display name to CoolMom369. And I'm like, Mom, no you didn't. You were showing up as your full name. I do not want people to know that. My first name is about all that I think people should be allowed to get. Cool Mom is an imposter? Oh shit. I wonder who Cool Mom is then. That's fucked up.
And what actually is your mom, and she's actually...
The stream that nuked your Wi-Fi? So, that story... there have been a few streams that have had Wi-Fi issues, but the joke that my mom unplugged the router started because I was streaming when my mom was visiting once. I had already planned it and scheduled it, and she showed up kind of unexpectedly. So I was doing it while she was here, and my internet died. So I had already brought up that my mom was with me. She actually showed up on my stream at one point and, like, made fun of me before, you know, going back out into my living room. So I told my friend Phoenix, just like, hey, tell everyone in the chat that my mom unplugged the router. And people thought I was being serious. And so I was like, Mom, why'd you unplug the router? And she was like, what the fuck? I didn't do that. I'm like, well, 150 odd people believe you did. And she got really, really mad. And she was like, tell them I didn't do it. And I'm like, Mom, I can't. We have no internet. You unplugged the router. Oh, that shit was so funny. I still, whenever I have internet problems, I bring it up. Like, yeah, my mom unplugged the router.
Which mom whenever you're over again.
Hell yeah. It's funny because I told my mom, like my mom, okay, so there's a recurring war between my mom and I for pictures of me with Nitro. Nitro and I have met in person on multiple occasions, and I've never sent her a picture with us together, just to mess with her. I didn't do that shit, stop lying, you know the truth, Cool Mom 369. But there's this ongoing war with Mom and I, where she wants pictures of me and Nitro together. So whenever I'm visiting, I just send pictures of Nitro's dogs to make her mad. And so I'm like, yeah, this is what he looks like. So, just to fuck with her, I send her pictures of his dogs. So I was like, if you want to see what he looks like in real life, you know, just come visit me while he's visiting here. When the last time Nitro visited me IRL was about a month ago, I did not say a fucking word to my mom. So my hope is at some point she asks, and I'll just be like, oh, you just missed him. I'm trying to keep this information concealed as long as possible, because I think it's funny. Also, Cool Brother when I actually have 5 brothers, but Biff, or my brother Hunter, is one of them. This is how I learn real.
Wait a minute, whenever your fifth brother is 36, does that mean he's 365?
Real.
Wait, no, it's 9. It's not, I don't know why the 9. Right, because that one person is 365, not 369.
I don't really know what else to do at this point. We've been live for just about 2 hours. We're just kind of talking about shit. Does she know Nitro's a dude? Yes. What the fuck kind of name is Biff? Biff is his online handle. It's a long story. His actual name is Hunter. Your father must watch Venom throw it back. It is you motherfucker. I bet you're going to fucking text it to me again too, you bitch.
It's...
unreal. Unfucking real. Anyways, I'll have to hook you up with a profile picture, but thank you for stopping by. I have to send the Fanged Wisp art. What bits have I missed? My dad and mom allegedly showed up. Be another 5 more minutes moment, probably. The fact that cool sister, not Robin. Robin, we know you're not my sister, you're my girl foe. Maybe, you know, honestly, I feel like enough people have very antagonistic relationships with their siblings that I guess I could see that. I'd be cool, Joe369. That's it, I'm unplugging the router. God, now I really wonder who's behind the Cool Mom 369 account. I have a few guesses, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah,
Let me go to a relay. I should see if I bought my shit from Teshin yet this week.
so came knocking to say that she got your stream recommended to her just now.
Oh, hell no. Also, welcome Archangel891. Welcome to Cool Kid. I don't think you were the one that asked to get member earlier, but thank you for... I appreciate it. I will say, for anyone who is a member, I'm going to be doing the Mercury production commentary, like, tonight. My plan is after the stream, I'm going to record it. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about in that video. So I want to just do it right away while it's off, you know, fresh, and see if that format works better. So if you're a member, you'll see the production commentary for the Mercury video probably tomorrow. And I really want to go in depth with some of the stuff I couldn't talk about in the video because it wasn't relevant. So, one new goon fuel? What the fuck?
Fucking talking small content. And then the dog bark.
Bark, real. Mag, yeah, this is Mag. I should probably switch back to Mag, actually. It is Mag Whoops! It's Mag Monday. Okay. Anyways, Mag Monday. Let's see what Teshin has. I think I bought this already. I unplugged the router. Thank you. Marge Monday. Oh, I did not buy it. It's Kuva week. Nice. I have 3 million Kuva now.
God damn.
So, I don't know why I'm saying that reminded me of this. So, I've told you all on stream about my cousin Nick. The most famous thing that Nick is known for within this community is Steve Majobs. People in my Discord quote that, probably not even realizing it was a thing from Nick. So, to explain the situation for this, my brother Hunter and my cousin Nick and I were all in a Discord call. I think Nitro was probably there too, but we were in a Discord call, and this was back when, like, the Ligma meme was still popular. So Nick was just like, it's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma. And Hunter replied, who the hell is Ligma? And Nick, this was not on purpose, by the way, replied, Steve Majobs. And then was like, wait, what the fuck? And we all broke down laughing. That has got to be, like, the #1 Nick quote, is Steve Majobs. It was so fucking funny. There is a particular quote. This isn't funny to anyone but me, but I have to find it. Let me see. It would be in this channel. I don't know if I can search for this. Has image. Because I know I posted an image of this.
Do you know if I fucking recorded that fucking Steve Jobs moment, or if that's just like a fucking thing that happened?
I don't think you did? Oh god, did I not put the image in here? Oh, that's so cringe. Because it's so much funnier with the image. Okay, for reference, this shouldn't have made me laugh. It was really just proof that my humor is broken. Nick messaged me, it's 11 p.m., and the timestamp on his Discord message was 11:01, and I was laughing my ass off over it for no reason. So now, that's just like a recurring gag, where we'll be like, it's blank time, but we'll send the time 1 minute after the time has already actually passed. When is Huntfish coming back? Huntfish is still kind of active. Hunter and I post stuff in there on occasion. But just, I don't know, it's 11 p.m. and then just seeing sent at 11:01 p.m. fucking sent me. I thought that shit was so funny, and I don't know why. I still think it's funny, and I don't know why. But yeah, I agree. It's not funny to anyone else. It's only funny to me. Fish Jenga update. It's just kind of in the back of my orbiter. I haven't really made any progress on it. It's 11:11. Make a wish sent at 11:12. True. Alright, what bullshit? Okay, you guys want something fucked up? It's funny as hell, at least someone gets it. Rook's body has no textures. Rook has been just a completely jet black void for years. I don't know when this started, but for years, Rook has just looked like this. Their body has no textures. It bothers me so much. Every time I walk in here, Paladino's cat has been on this bed for so long, I think they're dead. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're dead. That's so fucked up. Literal void cat. Average black cat behavior. What are you, being dead? Damn. That reminds me, my mom had a black cat when she was a kid, and someone, because of superstition, and she lived in a small town, killed it on Halloween because it was seen as bad luck. So her cat, unironically, was the victim of a racially motivated hate crime.
What the fuck?
When you live in small town Iowa, things like this happen, unfortunately. I will say this, anyone who's from like a small Midwestern town, maybe there's small towns all over the country, some weird shit happens. African-American cat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be insensitive. But, like, you hear about some weird shit. There's some things I want to talk about that I probably can't say on stream. I think YouTube would actually get mad if I said them. So, I'm just not going to bring them up. You hear about some weird shit, though. Like, there was okay, this one I can bring up. There's a kid that I knew who was from a small town. Literally, this town is small enough you can drive through it in 30 seconds. Like, 7 people lived there. And he was declared the melon king of that town. Like, he was the king of watermelons for that town. Like, 10 people at most lived there. I'm not even kidding when I say that number. So it's just like, okay, cool. You and the rest of your relatives decided you're the melon king of this random fucking area. And Iowa is like that everywhere. There are so many small towns that literally are like 3 houses, and that's the town. It's so weird. All hail the Melon King? True. That's Melanin King? Melon Lord? The sequel to Bucket Ben, Melon Mike. Did you actually farm for your currently equipped secondary? The Athidai? I got it from TennoCon, back when it was a TennoCon drop. Is that a cult? Maybe. Okay, well, you know, I want the stream to go for a little bit longer. I'm having enough fun doing this that I think I'm going to keep things rolling, but I don't really know what to do. I don't really have much more in the realm of weekly content.
Will you begin another mission?
We had a guy called the King that would just walk up the sidewalk all day in full Burger King style garb. Hell yeah. For meth, none of them had? Okay, you don't have to say where that was if you still live there or something, but I'm really curious where that was, and I have a few guesses. I'm not gonna lie. I have a few guesses for where that would have happened. Southeast Iowa? There's a town name I really want to say, but I don't know if I should. You could kill a Coda? I do actually have my Coda, that's true. I haven't bothered getting rid of him. Do you want to join me, Nitro, or do you not have a Coda active currently?
I think I might have a Coda, let me check. I do, yes.
Go for it? Okay. Out of curiosity, you do not have to answer this if it's not true. Was it Creston? Like, for one of the speech competitions when I was in high school, we went to Creston, Iowa, because that was where the state competition was being held, and our teacher had to tell us before we get off the bus, do not make fun of the people that live here. It will go over very poorly with our reputation, because the whole way there, everyone was making fun of Creston for being a drug haven. Like, that's the place that comes to mind immediately if someone says meth, is just fucking Creston, Iowa, bro. You do speech and debate? I did in high school, yeah. Run like cultists saw it on TV. Not that I'm aware of. Might not be a thing here. If you look in states where more land is bought up by certain religions, then maybe. But Southwest Iowa? Shit, fair enough. I guess, yeah, it is more on the western side. Damn. That's more of the area I'm familiar with, is like central and south Iowa, but I guess I don't have any other thing that comes to my mind immediately than Creston. I'm curious, but if I did not guess right, I suppose it's only fair that I shall not know. Far southeast? Oh, okay. Damn. What the fuck even is far southeast in Iowa? I don't think I've ever really been over there. Hold on, I have to look. Also, do you have a Coda, Nitro?
What?
Do you have a Coda? What's over
yes.
there? Southeast Iowa. I don't recognize a lot of these places. I recognize a few of them, but...
Wait, let me get some antivirus on here, actually, real quick.
You said Far East. The only city I recognize looking at this map is Ottumwa. I don't recognize any of the other ones. New London? What the fuck? Mount Pleasant? Oh, don't fucking josh me, bro. There's not a mountain in this goddamn state. let alone it being pleasant. Fucking nothing, my guy. Fair enough. Methford? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't recognize any of this stuff. Fun fact, by the way, there's an Iowa town called Cumming. This isn't a joke. If you look it up, is it Cumming or Cummings? I think it's Cummings. No, it is just Cumming. Yeah, Cumming, Iowa. That's a real place here.
An evolving beast that consumes untold
Just a
resources during
4-foot high pile of dirt? Probably.
Perhaps we can deplete the turn.
All of them? Damn.
Palimos is prowling nearby.
But like a Minecraft super flat world, that is the Midwestern US. I lived in Nebraska as a kid, it's the same way.
Good girl.
They're on my chest. Damn.
We are not.
I forgot that you're also from Iowa, Robin. The fact that I might have encountered you in real life frightens me.
The same thing with fucking me and Kazet live in the same fucking city.
There's actually a very high likelihood that you and Kazet have encountered each other in real life and just never realized it.
Potentially for years, yes.
Well, they only moved there, I think, what, 1 or 2 years ago? But
Leaking, saturated with
technically
hormones,
years,
and a
still
sure
with an axe.
sign a legosite is nearby.
I'd have to ask her.
Palimos wants a sniff. She hurts. You must protect her or she
My kids
cannot
are my
help you.
coming home. 2023. Okay, so yeah, I guess it probably would be about 2 years now. I just remember that Kazet lived somewhere else because of the ice cream thing, where I sent Kazet ice cream from Sonic as a bit, and that was before they lived in that city.
Oh, that wasn't from the Sonic over by us, or?
No. You should be very careful with how much information you divulge. I'm just gonna preface that now. Called Cumming, South Dakota. Outside where the headers are. That's what something I was talking about this the other night with Phoenix. We were in a Discord call. Talking about like apartment complexes we were looking at to move. And Phoenix was like, oh, well, if they have a gym there, maybe I could like start working out there. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Phoenix. The reason I don't go to the gym is because the public contains the public. Like, I don't go out in public because the public is there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. If I had like a weight set, you know, at home, yeah, I'd use it. Going somewhere where other people are? No.
Maybe you do have a weight set at home.
That is Hunter's weight set, and I don't want to mess with it because he has it all set up. Like, I could adjust the weights.
Years, though.
He uses it pretty frequently, actually.
Oh.
But, like, Hunter's weight set, I don't want to mess with. Because it's not like a set of easily adjustable weights. So it's like, I don't want to deal with, you know, messing up his weight sets by using it for myself. There are white people out there. Just buy a weight set. Yeah, there are these sets of adjustable dumbbells you can get. They're like $400. And it's 2 that you can adjust on the fly. I think that would honestly probably be a pretty good investment. But I don't have $400 to spend on them right now.
You can do deadass. You can just buy fucking like water jugs from like the fucking store. Those things weigh like fucking like 6, 7, like 10 pounds potentially.
The main benefit of having the adjustable weights is that you can, you know, up the weight as you get stronger.
Okay, cool. You can put different liquids in there.
You need to go to a really nice pub. I hate to tell you this because I'm a little bitch and I don't drink alcohol. I just don't like it.
There is one where I work. You'll know where I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it for obvious reasons.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
have adjustable ones.
Like,
for the food, dumbass? Oh, I want to eat fucking fried pickles at the pub with my roomies. That could go hard, actually. Fried pickles are the shit, I'm not gonna lie. I love those things.
Pick your ass to wings and more again, babe.
You know, we could. I like wine. Alcohol in them. Put mercury in them? True. I should put mercury in my drink. Die, 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 die. What? Dude, Packet takes a fucking eternity to kill, I swear to God. This is mine. And then some random plots of land we named. Pretty much. The only real cities in Iowa are like, what? Probably Ames, Iowa City, and Des Moines? I guess there's a few more, but those are probably like the main ones. Okay, you know what? That's actually not accurate. Anyone else who lives in Iowa, can you please tell me, what the fuck happens in Cedar Rapids? Cedar, every time I've ever been there, no one is there, but it's like one of the most populated cities in the entire state.
They know you're coming and avoid you, obviously.
It fucks with me so much. Whenever I go there, nothing is happening in Cedar Rapids, ever. Like, whenever I go visit Nitro, that's the airport I go out of, and it's just like, no one's ever there. It's so fucking weird.
I've been there once. think at the time I came from what's Des Moines.
Nurses in pain.
Yeah. Politics?
Cannot keep the
Maybe.
mega site unprotected.
Maybe you smell or something? That's definitely possible. I don't know. Cedar Rapids has a pretty big population relative to a lot of other places. Like, I think Cedar Rapids has a bigger population than Ames and Iowa City, which are both university cities. And Iowa City's also got a lot of important, like, medical specialists there. Like, in Iowa, maybe people who live here can relate. If you have a relative getting special medical work done, them saying that they're going to Iowa City for it is very common.
Mega site on the area. Rightful prey.
I know, it has like a population of like 130,000 people, and nothing ever happens there. It's so weird. Flurry sent me another automated AI-generated like chat description. Viewers are making various references to the game Warframe and discussing various in-game topics, such as trading items and the Melon King. I should put that on my Twitter account. I haven't posted it in anything there in ages. Good morning, welcome, Hoot. Actually, just hibernates 80% of the year. You keep missing them? Maybe. I just keep going on their off days. My bad, G. My bad. I only need one more encounter. Okay, cool. I should keep playing Mag purely because of the fact that I said it was Mag Monday and people are going to get mad at me. Best frame for Melon King farm. Warframe tier list based on who could beat the Melon King. Biden frame is wild. Okay, Nitro's picking his loadout. I will be right back. Give me like a minute. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, right? I need my chat to behave for like a minute. I will be right back.
All right, y'all. Now listen here. We got gun laws. Yeah. Fuck him. Damn, he's already gone.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
You're gonna summon the Rosie. Your fucking throat. Fuck.
Okay, I'm back. I told you that it was going to be a short break. I see that, I wonder if a dog saw, like, a squirrel, and he's done 9/11 again. Okay, well, shit. I should have, this is, like, the third time! Where do you keep finding towers? Well...
It's like, I wonder if a dog saw, oh, and he's done that.
Someone, lame adult 248, it's a grayscale version of my profile picture. Dude, who the fuck is doing this? What the fuck? Who is... What the dog doing in 9/11? Yeah, fucking dead ass. What the fuck? Member for 8 months. Thank you, Zayek. I appreciate it. :3. I can't do anything other than put you in timeout. I was like, why can't I like this? So you can accept whenever, Nitro.
1 second.
I'm in the walls. Damn. 9/11 is bad. For plotting your downfall. I can't believe this is the third 9/11. This is really Trump's America, where 9/11s are mandatory.
Oh, Jesus.
I miss Wally. He's still around. He actually commented on the last video. Dude, I can't fucking believe that when I gifted a membership, it went to Wally. That was fucking crazy shit. And then the next one I gifted went to Phoenix. That is the most rigged shit I have ever seen. Hassan endorses this statement. If you mean 9/11 is bad, I don't think he does. Rigged, yeah. Good RNG or bad RNG? That's the question. I can't believe I got one. Statistically possible. I kind of want to do another one, but I don't know if I should just keep throwing money. I've probably, unironically, spent like $30 just gifting memberships to my community over the past month or two. I probably shouldn't keep doing it, just because, like, it's ultimately a waste of money. But it also is funny. You should gift Cool Data membership. I cannot pick who gets it. If I get the membership in my chat, it's purely random based on who's in the chat at the time. Going to have to leave Iowa for my own safety, sadly. If you're comfortable sharing, could you elaborate on what about Iowa would make you unsafe? Other than the meth, I guess, actually. Never mind, that probably is the reason. Where the fuck am I going? Oh. Into the April Fool's update? That would have been funny.
For the scrubber and you. Comprende?
Having a longer bleed out timer or passive that's useful. I still wish that self-reses would be implemented with a proper passive that was active without the condition of dying. Like, Sevagoth is, I think, the biggest offender of that, personally. Just no passive outside of it. You can likely work it out. Fair enough. And yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. Things are unfortunately quite rough these days. I am lucky enough that a lot of that kind of thing doesn't affect me directly, but I have plenty of friends and stuff who it does, and it is honestly very disheartening to see. Such is the reality of the modern United States, but I can't get political. This is a Warframe stream where I spend most of it talking about space and weird stories about my life.
This is inherently political.
Yes, everything is political. I'm sorry, average Twitter leftist. My apologies. I'm sorry, I wanted to play a video game. My fucking bad, bro. The Unsung Eagle. That actually kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie. That could be a good band name. I'm gonna have to leave the stream soon for safety reasons. I can see that. Get him, babe. Kill him.
Got him. Hell yeah.
Proud of how the kind out state was. Yeah. They hacked the 9/11. I thought that was Dog. The Sentience hit the Unum. Yeah, another Mirex has hit the Unum. We are not getting a lot of drops. We support the CCP in all its endeavors. This is true. Not a political stream, but after I said Taiwan is a country and Dripper Drown 1, I think it was, from this point forward, I have to clarify that I support the CCP so I don't get assassinated. Parvo sucks? Damn. Jade Shadows made Warframe political? That's true. It was a story about a woman. There was never a woman in the game before Jade Shadows. Dude, I remember there was some person who was like tweaking the fuck out that Warframe added a quest about a straight love story during Pride Month. And that was the most nothing burger drama I've ever seen in my fucking life. Who cares, bro?
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Nobody can be straight during Pride Month.
Non-members. So, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to like an editing stream, I don't feel like I could do that because my editing process is so weird. But the other thing is, like, I'm gonna be honest, my editing's fucking bad. I thought it was a meme. There were people that I thought that were genuinely mad about it. I wouldn't be surprised if people took the piss after the fact, but I had seen some people that, unless they were really committed to the bit, seemed very mad about it unironically. Yeah. I think it was on either Twitter or the forums. I don't know if I'd be able to find it now. That update was like a year ago, but... A Father's Day? Crazy shit. Yeah. It was the forums. I'm assuming you're familiar with the post, but I could also just be, you know, being gaslit by a chat member again. That's a pretty regular occurrence here. Yeah, during June, straight people don't exist anymore.
Not allowed to be straight.
Okay, you know what? Actually, that's a good question. Everyone, you are allowed to... This is an anonymous poll. Anonymous poll. We're going to start a poll. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, let's find out the ratio. Are you straight or some form of gay? I say gay kind of with air quotes. I just see 100% immediately. Okay, no, it went down. Please, listen, anonymous poll. We're not collecting any data. I'm just curious what the ratio in my chat is.
That's what that is. What
Dog just says a whoop and then posts man pregnant emoji twice. God damn. Or be bald. I'm going with be tortured for the rest of my endless existence. 64 votes, that's about half the chat, and it's currently 64% in favor of LGBT. That's not surprising, actually.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot.
It's slowly working its way towards straight more and more. Some people they're voting. They were too busy having sex with their wives, like true masculine men do, to vote in the poll. But now that they finished in 30 seconds, they're able to respond. What if you're both? I just say pick LGBT. That's what the B stands for, right? Is British? I mean, bisexual. We're fruity like Baja Blast. What is that? You know what? Never mind. What is this waypoint doing? What the fuck? Angst? Where? Nitro, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're at 5 minutes.
I know. I said we're not going to make it to the extract in time.
We won't lose. You only lose if it's under 5 minutes. Once you hit your first reward rotation, you just take slight damage over time and the mission stops progressing. I think enemies stop spawning, too. But yeah, you only lose if it's, first reward rotation hasn't passed yet. Another nice thing about survival, the failure condition doesn't rob you of all your resources. Defense.
Yeah.
Anyways. Depends on my partner, not me. You know, to each their own. The B stands for Brazil. Kind of gay to be straight if you think about it. It's true. Warframe made me pan. My husband made me gay. I respect that. Look, as I always say, I'm not gay, my boyfriend is. And look, I'm going to end the poll. We are in favor of gay. It's about 2/3 of the chat is LGBT of some variety. I made my boyfriend gay.
My vote didn't go through. I voted straight, it went through. Okay.
Bruh. Censored. My wife made me gay? Damn. Damn, bruh.
Hey, can I get a spot from you?
No. How close is your quota to being vanquished? We 1999ing? True. 5%?
Yes.
Just go ahead and, I guess, set up your Parazon, I suppose. I'll pick this. What's the time in your area? It is currently 11:12 p.m. Which I consider LGBT, though I guess that's controversial. I think that's fair. The main thing... Alright, we're about to get a little bit, very slightly political. I'm touching myself with the Cool Kid ASMR. What the fuck? I'm sorry, that threw off my train of thought. Anyways, we're going to be a little bit political about something. I feel like the broad umbrella of LGBT is a little bit unhelpful because there's so much stuff contained within it that it's, like, kind of hard to really get that big of an idea of what's going on, especially because the acronym, I'm about to get political, I'm touching myself. Look, don't, that's not what we're talking about. Like, especially when you have two very different concepts, sexuality and gender identity under the same acronym, it can be a little bit tricky when those things are all kind of, like, blended together. So it's like, I don't have anything against people that are, you know, that use that label, obviously. I just feel like it's kind of important to point out. It's, Robin just DM'd me, it's 11:12 at 11:13 p.m. No fucking way. Are you about to answer the question? No, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm not going to answer the question. White people look inside a red. True. It works fairly well. I think it's just like a matter of, because when you have so many different groups sort of under that umbrella, talking about them as if they're one group is a little bit, I feel like, unintuitive, I guess. That's just my opinion, though. That is just my opinion. What is the question? Okay, I have a few stories to share with you all. So, you all remember, Stelios is going to get mad at me for bringing this up again. I have mentioned on stream a few times that I think that people asking if you're a top or a bottom on the internet is fucking weird. And I also mentioned that for whatever reason, I have never had a straight person ask me that question. It has always been other queer people, and it's just normalized in that space, and I just am like, I find it weird personally, like, why do you need to know that? Ever since I said that, so here's the important context. My coworker was watching my stream when I went on that rant, and he told another coworker of mine, and now, every day when I come into work, my coworker Zach looks at me and goes, "So Hayden, are you going to answer the question?" Every day. For weeks, without fail, he asks it to me every single time, and it is fucking hilarious. Our stipulation is I will only answer if he becomes the president of the United States. If he does that, then he's earned it. You leaked your name? People know my name is Hayden. People joke that my full name is Hayden Tenocon all the time.
I mean, it is.
Who is the spider in the relationship? Which are you? I'm not answering. That's the entire reason that it's being perpetuated. I'm not answering the question. I think it's weird to be asked. Did he just fucking hit me with Sonic? Wait, what the fuck? Sonic? Huh? Okay. They gave the Legasite Banshees 1. Who is the spider and who is the seahorse? Did he shake off the bubble or did it just detonate on him?
He just ran through it.
No, that was a different one. Heal! We got him. My name does start with a T? Okay. That means I gotta start guessing, is what I'm hearing. God damn it.
It is done.
They don't often survive long enough to use them. Yeah, I've seen that I like that they have the randomized ability. -1, whoever decided to give them fucking Nidus's link, fuck you. The amount of times I've been in, like, hard content, and I, got linked by a Legasite, and then my companion fucking killed me because I got rad-procced, drives me insane. Fuck Aquablades. That too. Aquablades is also cancer. I love getting stun-locked until I die. Who starts a chat like that, you freak? Yeah, hold on, I have to find the image. Because it was brought up. Here's the image. Anyways. I have to catch up a little bit. Do you eat your partners after sex or not? What? That's a different story. You prime sure-footed user spotted. Answer the question. I'm gonna go with no. For legal reasons, the answer is no. I just need them to show up. Let's do Scaldra Exterminate, why not? Who's the gorilla and who's the 100 men? Are you update with HRT lore? Kind of. Sabuchi brought it up in a Discord call, and now Nitro is obsessed with it. And I just hear everything about HRT through one of those two. I can't believe Sabuchi ripped off my style in his most recent video. I don't know if anyone here has seen, but in Sab's Oddities of 1999 video, a comment I left is pinned where I just said, hey, what the hell? Nitro, what does this mean?
Huh? It's not a meme, it's just something I was going to show you earlier.
I just said, what does this mean? I'm not sure how to interpret what Dog is saying. I love jovial merriment.
Adapt to my humor?
I thought the man-to-man relationship draws a straw every day for who is top or bottom. Not so far as I'm aware. Smoke detector beep. Okay, the reason the smoke detector beep is in the video is because Sab knows it drives me fucking crazy. He had it on his soundboard and played it once, and I went on this long tirade about how much I was, how much I hated that noise. Because at my job, I hear it in the background semi-frequently on the calls I take, and it drives me fucking nuts. So Sab then started playing a soundboard of Megalovania made of the beeps. And, so he included it in the video just to fuck with me, which I respect. Real talk, like, I thought the segment was funny, all things considered. Who's Wire Mother? Is this about, like, the experiments with the baby chimps or whatever? I'd probably be the Wire Mother, honestly. Replace your batteries? Genuinely. Like, dude, there are people who sleep with that, like, happening for weeks. I don't get it. I went to my mom's house, and my mom, this was like last year, I think it was, my mom's smoke detector was beeping, and I took apart every smoke detector in her house to swap the batteries in the one that was doing it, because I couldn't find out which one it was, because it was so infrequent. Like, literally, she had the batteries to do it. She just wasn't doing it. How do you live like this? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. That shit drives me insane.
Maybe some people just can't hear it. Like high pitch frequencies, or especially if I have like maybe tinnitus or something.
I will say that is partially true based on age. The
Yes,
older you
that-
get,
and some people will say that it's based off race, but we can't go there.
racism psyop. Unironically, I think that's just a racism psyop. Age, that one is true. As you get older, you can't hear certain noise ranges anymore. Like, my uncle actually demonstrated that in my chemistry class. He turned on a high-pitched noise and kept adjusting it until he couldn't hear it, but we all could. We were all younger than him, because we were, you know, high schoolers, and he's in his 50s or whatever. So, that was interesting.
No,
Don't give Nitro a Baja Blast. True.
I don't.
I like how the only person who's going to get why that's funny is Avery, and he can't explain why.
Why?
I can tell it to you some other time.
Okay, when I'm older or some shit.
Yes, when you're older, I can explain to you the Baja Blast incident. My stream chat will not be privy to this lore. Even if they change the batteries because the smoke detectors are racist. True. It's racial discrimination if you replace the batteries, the smoke detectors don't stop.
It's...
Does he perform better than Cyan? I don't think so. Why is it explained for views? No, I genuinely do not want to explain it. Like, this is inside joke lore between me and Avery, but explaining it on stream would both require a lot of unpacking of certain things and also just not be funny. Baja Backshot Blast. I'm about a Baja Blast. Where the fuck is this thing? Dude, I hate that they moved around all the spawn spots for the charges. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. I have all the arcanes maxed, and I really do not give a shit. I gotta go. Good stream. Thanks for stopping by. I will say as well, Grey Arcan, if you could send me any of the resources you have on Oricon Archive for Venus, I would appreciate it. Tell me the answer in private reasons, legal reasons. This is a joke. Thanks for stopping by, Sci-Fi. New Baja is kind of mid. I haven't tried it personally. Dude, okay. Look, I know my streams are just like Yapfest tangent, you know, simulator, but did you guys know that Applebee's has a unique Mountain Dew flavor? Also, welcome, Kiwi. I didn't know that. Like, Mountain Dew has a unique flavor at fucking Applebee's of all places. And so I have a new mission in life. I want to quest to find all of the unique flavors for Mountain Dew. Like, I've tried the Casey's one. I've tried the Mountain Dew at Taco Bell, obviously. Buffalo Wild Wings has one. Applebee's has one. I think there's one you can get at a restaurant that's only in the South, but I can't think of what it's called. I think there's a Kroger exclusive one, which is not a thing where I live. So, like, I want to hunt down all the exclusive Mountain Dews. We're in an obscure Applebee's. That would actually be pretty funny. Obvious and mundane stuff about Applebee's.
Applebee's sponsored Weird and Obscure. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would go hard, I'm not gonna lie. Also, this is a Skuldra Exterminate. I just wanted to remind everyone of that, considering we've been fighting Tekrot for the last 3 minutes. Oh, Mega Mart Mountain Dew flavor. KFC used to have a grape one. Oh yeah, I have tried Sweet Lightning as well. KFC does have a Mountain Dew flavor, but I don't really like it. It tastes like peach rings. If that's your thing, it'll be good. I don't like peach rings, so I do not like it.
I don't.
Also, yeah, Casey's has Mountain Dew Overdrive. That's a Casey's exclusive flavor. Long John Silver's when? Dude, okay, I should not make this joke on stream, but I'm going to. My brother has said that if he ever decides to go postal one day, his victim is the nearest Long John Silver's. And he never elaborates why. Honestly, it is really fucking funny, because people will ask why, and he just never explains. Just like, if I ever go postal, it's gonna, like, Long John's better count they days, and I'm like, what? Why Long John's? There's not even one near us.
Yeah, exactly. Who's to blame for that?
Most people are just, huh? Yeah. In the Midwest, Casey's is like a presence you cannot escape. Honestly, that was one of the weird things. When I visited Nitro in the southern US, one of the things that was really weird was, yeah, I recognized no gas stations down there. Like, all of them are different. Like, I've never been to a Circle K or something before that, because they're not a thing in Iowa. Regional differences, you know, up there. Gas stations. Nitro, you have to... Okay, good.
Don't.
The restaurant of the fictional pirate? I feel like I missed something. Don't come to Golden Corral tomorrow. Oh, you mean the Long John Silver's the restaurant? Yes, the restaurant. Buc-ee's is better. As a gas station, yes, Buc-ee's is the greatest place on Earth. You have no idea how much I love Buc-ee's. Dude, the jiggling of the balloon inside the magma ball. What the fuck with the jiggle physics went into the right place? Pegging Golden Corral. Oh god, don't.
The Argentine Steakhouse, fucking City Hall.
You can't bring that back.
Argentine State Embassy.
Oh, nice. My bros always come first. Oh, so you come second is what I'm hearing. I'm so sorry. Oh god. Anyways. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Hard Drive is probably just straight up like, he's the Grim Toucher, bro. He has a line where when you're fighting him, where he's like, oh, you have a boyfriend? Where's he tonight? I'm like, he's gonna touch me. He's gonna touch me. Hard Drive is gonna fucking touch me.
The K. Oh, there he is. Wait, what?
I'm scared. I'm afraid, bro. I got a ping in Gradler, gang. Get one of those drinking hats with a slot for every kind of Mountain Dew.
Hey!
That would go hard. Huh?
No! Yes, he saw his
Oh, what the fuck? Is it me when I leave Glove World? A furry hotspot? What was the... We went to the one in... What was the Buc-ee's we went to? I can't even remember which one it was. It was a fairly nice one, though. It was very large. Like, it was...
The Buc-ee's?
Yeah, the Buc-ee's.
In Waller.
Oh, okay. I would say it was pretty fucking far away, so I don't think it's, like, any major information revealed.
Almost, like, half hour for a 45-minute drive.
It was longer than that, I'm pretty sure, but...
No, it's there and there. It's not there and back, but, like, there.
The important thing is... Buc-ee's is a great establishment. They have icy machines, and that I value that. In Des Moines and maybe one other place. Yeah, I actually have been... Okay, so... Weird thing. So the Long John Silver's in Des Moines, one of them at least, is across from a dentist I went to in high school. The dentist is a very small establishment. There's like 5 parking spaces there. Huh? Oh. So across the street from the dentist is a Long John Silver's. There is an entire city block lot, and the only thing on it is the Long Johns. And the Long Johns is the size of, like... I don't even know how to explain this. Like an RV. It's like a trailer in terms of size. You could probably fit, like... It's like my apartment could fit in the Long Johns, right? Like, that's the size we're working with. I went to that Long Johns after I went to the dentist with my mom and my dad. We waited for my food. Only my food. They didn't get anything. For 40 minutes. And it was the best Long John Silver's I've ever fucking had. I swear to God, that's the type of place where you get stabbed. And yet it was still the best Long Johns I've had in my fucking life. It's like the Long Johns there must be a money laundering operation and they didn't expect someone to actually show up. I'm having a Coke Freestyle machine? Okay, I'm sorry, I do not accept Coke Freestyle slander, and that's for one reason. It is the only place I can still buy Minute Maid Cherry Limeade. I am very miffed that it is not sold by Minute Maid in stores anymore. Do you want me to help you finish yours? Just go kill mine real quick.
You can go kill yours.
Dude, Minute Maid Cherry Limeade was fucking fantastic. I am so sad it's gone. Just to not miss Venus and the rest. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I can get Pineapple Fanta. Yeah, they have Pineapple Fanta. They have Coke Tropical. They have Lime Coke. Lime Coke. If you go to somewhere with a Coke Freestyle machine, try Lime Coke. That shit is gas. I guess I do have to do this on Mag, contractually. Lime Coke is goated. I agree. I love Raspberry Coke. That one's also pretty good. Favorite Powerade flavor? Who drinks Powerade? I don't even know what they're called, honestly. It's just Coca-Cola Lime. You can't buy it in stores in the US, but you can purchase it at Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, and I love that shit. It is so good. Do a line of Coke? Okay, cool, kid, whatever you say. You know what, Wisp? For you specifically, I will endorse it. No, I'm just kidding. You probably should not do that. In the US, yeah, you were able to, I think, a long time ago. From what I read about it, because I actually looked up if I could buy it anywhere in CAM. It failed in the US market. And so it's only in, like, Australia, I think. Particle ran in the year 2025. Yes, I have it on there to break, like, asteroids and stuff. And I just never took it off. I would fucking love to do Coke with Cool Kid. Huh? Why is that exactly? Could you elaborate a little bit? Irritate my throat? Fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a problem with drinking soda. I fucking love soda.
So,
It's especially bad because I like Coca-Cola a lot, and Coca-Cola is horrible for you. You know when a soda... I'm not joking when I say this. Coca-Cola, if you put a nail in it, will dissolve. Or at least it used to. I don't know if they've changed the recipe since, so that wouldn't happen. That was used in a court case, I believe. Or was that Mountain Dew? It might have been the Mountain Dew court case. Because there was a court case about Mountain Dew, like a guy finding like a dead frog or something in it, where they proved that it would have dissolved. But the Coca-Cola, like my grandpa grew up on a farm, and he told me that back when they had like a little like a rail system on the farm, like a little rail system to move stuff around in like carts. And if the rail system ever rusted, they would pour Coca-Cola on it. They would like dig a well around it and pour Coke in the well to like, eat through the rust, and it worked.
Yeah.
The dissolving frog, I forgot about that. Yeah, I think it was used in a Mountain Dew court case, if memory serves. Dead mouse. Oh, right. The frog was Pepsi, wasn't it? The frog was Pepsi. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Classic bad breaking response. I got this in the bag.
Drinking nothing but Mountain Dew. Average Appalachian American. Widely used in workshops in Turkey. Damn. The frog? The frog, I'm honestly not sure. Soda, yummy. Yeah, they could put a frog in my soda as a treat. Gives a corrosive proc. It also eats through your teeth like hell, so yeah, I guess so. Because it's not just the sugar, but it's also the acid that it contains. It no longer takes a corporeal form. Yeah, that dude astral projected out of my soda. Thoughts on Dr. Pepper? It's good. I like Dr. Pepper quite a bit. I also, hot take, I also very much like Mr. Pibb. I don't think it's better than Dr. Pepper, but I do like Mr. Pibb. I'm actually drinking one right now.
What the fuck?
Mr. Pibb is a good soda. I will die on this hill. I still love this boss fight. I've done it so many times, but I'm gonna get hit by that. Yep, I should not have cast my 4 there, but I do really like this boss fight.
Oh, yeah.
Get my shield, but I don't know why I'm using Crush. I should really be using Polarize. I can't believe that fucking hit me. I saw it coming, just wasn't thinking.
It happens.
Mr. Pibb, yeah, Mr. Pibb. They should make more online music. I agree. Can't say I've ever had it. You know what? I think Kazette is the #1 defender of Dr. Bob, if memory serves. Because that's #1 soda out there is Dr. Bob. Was it Dr. Or, God, there's so many Dr. Pepper ripoffs with great names, like Dr. Doctor. Also, why can't I shake the magnetize from Drill Bit off? I hate this game. Dr. Perky, okay. Thoughts on the blue Pepsi? What? Oh, god damn it. I died because I was looking at my chat. Dr. Zesty. RC Fucks. Dr. Phil. Oh, right. He's gonna res himself because his allies are still alive. I'm getting toxin proc. This shit's so ass. I don't know why I did this. I'm gonna die regardless. He's touching me right now. He's touching me. Help! Help! He's fucking touching. Can I spawn call, actually? That'd be so funny. Yes! Call! Carry me, call! Save me, call! Save me! Fell for it again award. Use Necromech? I guess I could, yeah. I love Sonic Limeade. I agree. There's no Sonics anywhere near where I live, but I love Sonic Cherry Limeade. That shit is heat. Oh, yeah, that's what I remember. The Save Me, Donald Trump. That video is so goddamn funny. Save me, Donald Trump. I love that shit. Sovereign citizens are another fucking breed, dude. I don't even know what else to say. Remember, your body is actually a seafaring vessel due to government word magic. And you can pay for any bill you want by just saying written as or accepted as value on it. This really works. If you want to learn more about being a sovereign citizen, Google gay furry sex. Please stop hitting me with aqua blades. I hate you. The Toxin Brock fucking one-shot me, bro. Kill yourself. That whole jar of Nutella? How many calories is that, Kaz? That shit just oil, is it not? Oh, what the fuck? Who's still alive? Packet? You bitch. This has been so scuffed. This Mag Monday has not gone great. I mean, it's hazelnuts, yeah, but there's a lot of oil in things like Nutella and peanut butter. What the hell is this? Oh, hi, Liam. It's not that separate. How many furries out there are sovereign citizens? I've never heard of one. And sausage gravy sandwiches regularly? What the wait, what the fuck? Like, sausage gravy like the shit you put on biscuits and gravy with Nutella?
As it should be. Let us go
What the...
home.
Am I interpreting that correctly? Yeah,
Dear
what
Lord.
the fuck?
Dear Lord.
Oh, hell no. Are definitely sovereign? Okay, let's be real. People like Esoteric, The Free, or like, what was it? The guy who did the Why You Need Racism video. Why can't I think of his name? Achilles Argyle. Those people are probably sovereign citizens. Esoteric, for sure, is a sovereign citizen. 100%. We need the CK rant Sona through. There's gonna be at least a couple. Probably, yeah. The feet goat guy? I like how that's what you know him as. Not the racism guy, but the feet goat guy. 100%. Yeah, that's Kotharix. I am familiar with his content. That shit ruined his career. I think I'm going to stop it at 3 hours. I think that's how far we're going to go. Let's go see what Eleanor has. Mag Monday never goes wrong. I need to get keys. I need to eat my car keys. Learning about sovereign citizens now. I will say this, Hoot. I recommend the Wendigoon video about them. That shit is funny. I actually, way back in the day, I watched Mr. Medicare's series about them. If anyone knows who Mr. Medicare is, you're allowed to think of me less for watching his content in high school, and even less so for thinking it's funny. But his series on sovereign citizens is what introduced me to the subject. Why we need, not why you, why we need racism by Achilles Argyle. I think there are re-uploads on YouTube. Shit is hilarious. I think my catabolist is, what do I have left? Okay. Hoda. So I need Hema and Base Assist, and then for secondaries, I need, I think it's just Pox? Yeah, it is just Pox, okay. And then for melees, I need just, okay, Path Assist and Cost Assist, okay.
What you do still bet. I thought this.
Hema's got a solid roll? I guess I can pick this up. That's fine.
Parting is such
For really legal reason, that was merely an act of trolling? Real. The Guna Bomber. On X, the Everything app. What the hell? You know, I will say, the Achilles Argyle was a good troll. I just got DM'd by Red Pixel. Viewers are discussing various topics, including a potential new Warframe rant Sona, sovereign citizens, and the ethics of gay furry sex. The AI chat summary actually says that.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Thank you, Red, for enlightening me. I was not ready for that last part. And not Valence Override. The ethics? The ethics are yes. Truly. 56%. Cool. Scrumptious. I think I wanted to put heat on this. Probably this build is bad, by the way. Don't look at it. Anyways, it's also not unethical, because unfortunately gay furry sex is not real, because the furries aren't real. Avery just DM'd me, viewers are discussing your mother. God damn. Well, we'll go for like 10 more minutes. I think I'm going to cut it at 3 hours or so. Truth nuke. Was it legal? Was there consent? Indeed. You know what? Let's go visit Wally. We should go visit Wally. Is it ethical for a 50-year-old rich businessman to marry a 19-year-old neat schizo woman? Who's asking, Bayrat? What the fuck kind of question is that? The persona's not real. I guess the furries themselves are real. Because sex isn't real, true. The origins of the only sovereign citizen. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading your fake Samaras quote. I will acknowledge that you posted it. I will not read it. Answer me. I don't have to do a damn thing. Alright, everyone say hi to Wally. This will be the certified lurker moment if you've just been hanging out in chat, not been, you know, saying much. Go ahead and hit me with a hi, Wally, please. We can get some hi Wallies. Wally is a valued member of this community. Did not mean to move my mouse that much there. Okay, I will try not to go on a random hour space rant again. Ooh, pregnant man emojis, oh no. Wally's the best member of this community. I do wish Wally was here. Is Tenno Counselor JD Vance? Look, not to get political, but I want to let everyone know that the JD in JD Vance's name actually stands for Jorkin de Penis. All right, here. We'll show Sparkle Dog. And not a dog is already moving in for the fourth 9/11. JD Vance killed the Pope. Do not let the fact that it was like JD Vance, like I think it was like what the one like guy from like the Chinese government was gonna meet that like quietly canceled the meeting. It's like, no bro, not again.
In Ordis's experience, animals do not eat so much as
being played as a multiplier is enough to convey health action of its own segment of the damage formula. I think kind of it's for regular damage, it's probably sufficient. For DOTs, it's not enough information, if you ask me, because it double dips with itself. So, like, for regular damage, I think a multiplier is probably fine, though the game should probably have a little tooltip that says, like, hey, this is what this means. Like, if they explain multiplicative after mods or additive with mods, I'd be totally fine with that. But I think it's enough to convey that there is a difference, but for DOTs, it's not the full story. Especially with the bigger helmet. Yeah, fair enough. I'm balling out with the Sparkle Dog here on the casting couch. Anyways. So, what is Wally? He's concept art of a Vermink. That's what the picture is. It comes from one of the Biz memory fragments, I believe. That reminds me. Someone mentioned the chroma thing about his pelt. I'm curious. Well, sorry, that was my Windows, not yours. Huh. Nothing on his wiki page about it. I'll have to do more reading. I'll have to read, like, the transcript of the quest or something. Because I'm curious. Better not be my Windows. How to go about it. Fair enough. It is kind of a tricky topic to cover, I feel like. Especially because there's so much you could talk about, because Warframe doesn't explain so much important shit. Though it seems like the devs got the message about the mod system needing explained better. Same house as me? Yeah, fair enough. Would make the best personas. You know, I feel like... You know what's weird to me? I have to level with you all real quick. I'm surprised there aren't more Warframe personas of this game's animals. Like, I don't think there's anyone on this planet with a Vermink persona that I'm aware of. Other than maybe Wally. Bolarola persona. They're turning it into a feature. Double dipping on faction mods is a feature. That's just how the formula works. Dude with a Kubro Sona? I wish there would be more with, like, the, like, the Valis and the Plains animals and stuff. J-Slap first before Warframe persona? Damn. Nexifera persona win. Even Kubros and Kavas, they've been around for ages. Yeah, there aren't that many of them. I mean, maybe I just don't know them. I'm not exactly active in any furry spaces because, you know, I'm not a furry, obviously, but...
I haven't found any minks, but there are, like, 18 Vulpaphilas.
That's wacky. Hexatsona, that would be peak, I'm not gonna lie.
15 of those are Panzers.
Yeah, the good one. Don't say that about Vulpaphilas, Potato. Alright, you know what? I feel like... Not a furry. Look, it's ambiguous. That they count as a fursona, as being that a fursona is just a non-human persona. I think a fursona has to be, like, based on an animal. So by that definition, some Warframes are... Some Warframes are fursuits. That's my controversial take. I'm sorry. Some Warframes are fursuits, from a lore perspective. Varuna is a fursuit. Zephyr is a fursuit. Chroma is a guy wearing a fursuit. From a lore perspective, I think that's accurate. Viewers are chatting about various topics, including a Warframe video, concerns over a Jorkin to penis incident, and confusion over a Windows jump scare. Dude, the AI is just getting worse and worse.
Oh, God,
I can't argue this, honestly. Like I said, I think I'm right.
I don't know
That's about my great-great-great-great-grandma. Look, I'm sorry your entire people were born from a wolf.
I don't know why I'm surprised this article most.
Killing myself. What if they release a Varuna protoframe and make her a furry? That would be... It would be fucking over.
There are a decent amount of cravats.
I'm just guessing you're looking on that website. I'll just put it that way.
I'm actually going on both.
Damn. Add with the Altair bot. Yeah, I'll have to euthanize it. You know what? The stream's about to end. Should we... I feel like I should, just for the fun of it, I kind of want to give away one more membership. I shouldn't be, like, burning money on something like this. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time, it's also fun. So, like, should we go gambling? I feel like I should go gambling. For $5 more. I spend more money on my own streams than I make. How fucked up is that? Okay.
Because you gotta donate, like, $4 more so he can donate a membership.
You know what? I think I'm gonna gamble one more. We're gonna see who gets it. Is it rigged? Yes or no? We're gonna gamble one more time. Just giving money to YouTube? Yes, literally, it just gives money to YouTube. All right. We'll gift one more membership. Who's gonna get it? Good RNG, bad RNG. We're about to find out, everyone. Good or bad RNG? And the RNG went to Pardon the Dust. Congrats on the rigged membership landing at your account's feet.
Feet/hoof/pobs.
Congratulations, you have won the rigged membership. First thing I ever won. Rigid? What the hell does that mean?
Kind of a...
Stop the count.
Kind of a leak. Okay, yes, it's a hybrid, but I have found a singular Vimig Fursona.
Dear God. It should have been me. You... Cool Dad 369? What the fuck? No fucking shot. No fucking... God damn it. God damn it, dude. Fuck. God damn it. The worst part is that I'm reasonably certain I know who this is. The $5 for a YouTube membership just to fuck with me. I respect it. I'm kind of homeless. I feel like the thing is, like, I'm keeping them as a member-only thing just so that they have some incentive, right? I felt bad that for the longest time I didn't have anything. So, I'll keep RNGing until you win one. Well, I'll put it... We'll do that. That's my alternative solution. Where's Cool Mom and is she single? First of all, Red Pixel, what the fuck? Second of all... Nah, that was actually it. Came back from watching Venom? Yeah, probably. I wonder if he texted me Venom throwing it back again. Cool Dad got the milk. Crazy shit. Well, the stream has been going on for just over 3 hours. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the give mod where I am putting Hunter up for adoption. You can't put Hunter up for adoption. He's 25. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro.
That goes hard.
Cool, I got the car keys from Molly. Cool Mom. My bluff has been called. I have to get out of here. I'm very curious who's behind the Cool Mom account. This is give Cool Dad Potter. He'll abort Hunter. He's already. What is this fucking postnatal abortion? 25 years after he was born.
It's probably legal somewhere.
It's part in the dust. I'm just going to hope that that's, like, I'm going to take that at face value, but I hope that Part in the Dust actually isn't Cool Mom, and they'll be like, hey, what the fuck? It was put on hold.
Put on hold.
It's a rig. Deadass. Imagine if Cool Mom won it.
Imagine being accused of being the mom.
Being the mom, deadass.
Yeah, but yourself, I'm not.
I'm not. Oh, right. Now the psyop grows. Now the psyop grows. Who knows if it's really Pard LARPing with themselves, or if it's just really not them. Oh, that'd be so goddamn funny. Holy shit. 103rd trimester abortion. This is the future liberals want. This is the future the Democrats want for this country. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did the stream have to get... I was like, alright, I'm gonna end the stream, and then the stream lore just got fucking crazy for a few minutes. What the fuck? Well, I just realized Lame Adult is still here, too. Okay, now I'm... Who the fuck is Lame Adult? Hold on, how long has this channel existed? He made it today? I guess they made it today. What the actual fuck? Dude, I'm geeking. This is the same as, like, the imposter cool kid that joined Grattler Gang. What the fuck is going on?
Wait, there was an imposter cool kid?
Do you not remember that?
Oh.
There was an imposter cool kid who joined the Discord and was LARPing as me. It was so fucking funny. I think I know who it was, but I don't know for sure. Lame Adult is Hunter? That's not true. Hunter's not that funny. I'm sorry, Hunter. He doesn't really watch my streams all that much because he doesn't play the game. Well, the lore started to get a little bit out of hand, so I'm a little afraid now, honestly. Top of the 369 food chain. Quickly, someone get the bat. I am afraid. I just want to say now, I am afraid. Because earlier, Wisp said that they were going to draw something related to the square hole, I think it was. No, it was when I said, don't peg me for that. And then I realized what that sounds like. I'm living in fear. What if it happens, bro? If I look at Discord and I say I have 13 pings from stuff you've made, I'm just leaving Grattler Gang, bro. It's not worth it.
Hey, you're gonna get on fucking E6 with a pegging tag.
No! I've said before, and I'll say it again. If Cool Kid 369 becomes an E6 tag, I'm going to take my own life, bro. I cannot. Cool Daughter 369. What the fuck? What is happening? I don't... This family lore is getting out of hand. What the actual fuck is happening right now? You know what? I think I'm gonna have to call it here. The lore is getting too out of hand. We can't... They keep spreading. I don't know who it is. And it keeps spreading. Gauss Redline reference? Yeah. Live stream the suicide. Fucking hell. This stream's getting demonetized for sure. What? The Cool Sibling 369 now has the profile picture of me, but wider. What the fuck? It's my profile picture, but it's stretched, dude. Oh my god. Hold on. I have to fucking show this. Wait. Windows noise warning. You're gonna probably hear one from when I save this. Dude, cool. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Oh my god. This, maybe I shouldn't end the stream. Maybe this is too peak. Maybe this is too peak. Dude, look at this fucking shit. I just want to make this clear. I don't know who any of these people are other than the Cool Dad account. This is not coordinated. I have no clue what's going on right now. Look at this fucking profile picture, bro. Why does it look like that? What the fuck? Holy shit. Just the way it's really stretched and low poly. I'm actually Red Pixel? I don't even know if I believe that. The psyop has gone too deep. I don't know who anyone is at this point. Red Pixel, I need you to confirm. Red, are you still here? Who is... Are you Cool Mom?
Because he would be on the other account.
Slander? It wasn't Red. It's not Red either. What the fuck is happening? My family, including ones I didn't know existed, are showing up in my chat to brigade me. Make a whole Iowan town now? Yeah, pretty much. The sleeper agents woke up. Shit. Cool. Hayden _ Cool Plague 369 _ 1999. This is fucked up. Robin with 70 alt accounts? Probably. Cool Unk. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. I don't know who any of these people are, and I'm tweaking. We aren't real? Dude, I hope so. Catsy? Is that like Evil Cassette? Cool Granny 369. Why? Are you into that, Sarah? Preying on the great Cool Dog 369. What the actual fuck is happening? I have no daughter. Stop lying. You're not real. I never should have incited the creation of Cool Mom 369. This is so fucked. Molly? Cool. Okay, these people are just making these shitpost accounts, and I'm scared. Why is there a huh? Is this a D's Nuts joke I'm just not seeing ahead of time? Molly's a sentient dog. Molly is a little rat bastard. That's the truth.
Molly's not really sentient, honestly.
True. What will be... I don't... Like, they just keep showing up. What a cool family. I don't know these people! What a cool family, my ass. Who are you people? It's like that one scene where fucking Patrick shows up at his house and there's all the eyes under it. That's how I feel right now. Who are you people? Where's Cool Cat 369? I eated a burb? Cool Dog, what the hell? Where's the house? What do you mean? Like a Cool House 369 in the chat? I unplugged your router? Fuck you, Cool Mom 369. You're ruining my internet career. It's the CIA, get out. You never answered my question. Shiro, the fucking... I'm being invaded. I'm being invaded by my extended family that don't actually exist. This is so fucked up. I'm about to deport some of these kids. Holy shit. Oh my god, Cool Dad did set the profile picture to the Fanged Wisp Dad drawing. Holy fucking peak. Holy fucking peak. Yeah, deadass Shiro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm scared. This is so fucked up. Invasion, SMH.
Do you even know like Hunter? Jesus Christ.
I'm scared. The tech rot? Yeah, dead ass. Welcome to Cool Chat. I thought of House MD. Cool Dad, my goat. I sure am glad my kid isn't gay. God damn it. Firefox containers makes this easy. That's horrifying. What are you... Sarah, is this you? Are you confessing? Are you one of them, Sarah? What the fuck is happening? I'm gay? What do you mean Cool Dog is gay? What? What is happening? What is happening? I'm not confessing. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. I've got my eye on you. Okay, Robin is just... We're gonna ignore her. Send me a picture of you and Nitro, son. No. You have to learn to accept us. Cool Daughter took on the fucking Halloween profile picture. Where did you get that? This account was made July 4th, 2022.
22? Good
Someone
God.
must have changed their existing account. The plot thick. That's fucked. God damn. Unlike you, Robin, unfortunately.
It took a lot of courage then for them to say that you must
chocolate. You must be accepting. Crazy. What the fuck?
Yo.
963 cool kid cool. Oh my god, Cool Dad just sent 5 gift memberships. Thanks, Dad. Gray Archon and Stabs are now back in the membership program.
Oh yeah.
Well, I will say, considering I know who you are in real life, I very much do appreciate it, but that was also a colossal waste of money, and I hope you don't extort me for it. Is this because I'm not gay, Dad? Is this because I'm not gay? What the actual fuck is going on? This shit is actually going nuts. I'm so confused right now. The only person I actually know is Cool Dad. The rest of this has just gone completely off the handle. What if Cool Dad is everyone? This is my gay conversion therapy? Dude, if I go and talk to the person in real life I'm pretty sure is Cool Dad, and he doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. I'm really gonna have a mental fucking breakdown. Are you a top or a bottom? Shut the... Cool man 369. Oh my god. Whoever is doing this, you are actually going to give me a mental breakdown. I'm so glad I'm not gay. The backwards cool kid, bro. This is actually melting my brain. This is so fucked up. Send God. Before you lose all your sanity. Look, I have to text this person. I have to ask.
Oh boy, 5 more gift memberships.
Oh god.
Asian character, Reverb. Lizard on the 4th, Bunny Mustard, Choco de Cabello, and who else?
Congrats to everyone for getting more memberships. I appreciate the 5. Zioni? I'm not sure how you say it. Cool Lich 369! What the fuck? They're a member? Who? This is so fucked up. None of the family getting these. Who was the person earlier asking? Oh my god. Okay, the Cool Dad account is the person I think it is because he replied with an image of the fucking profile picture he sent it to. I'm just gonna reply, thank God, what is going on right now?
Hold up, Cool Kid 369 from fucking...
I need dog food. The fact that you're doing it all upside down and backwards, I respect it. You already know who I am? Do I really? Get Cool Kid? Yeah, I'm getting cool colonized right now, bro. That's what's happening. We're getting fucking cool colonized. Holy shit. The ship is sinking. I'm Wally. I want to believe that's true. And honestly, it very well could actually be Wally. I have no idea, one way or the other, without Wally himself here to say on his real account if it's him or not. Hello, Cool Kid, I'm building my PC tomorrow. Good luck. What are we having for dinner? Nothing. I'm scared. I'm fucking scared, dude. This stream is going on for longer than expected, but because people are fucking becoming my family. This is my real account?
Everywhere. I'm hungry.
What? I don't think that's accurate. No, that can't be your main account. Unless you mean this is the non-Wally account. So I was gonna say, Wally is a YouTube member, so you'd have the tag. We're having boiled chicken and salt for dinner. I'm hungry. What the fuck? He said it normally! Wait! Huh?
That's a different one, isn't it?
369 Kid Cool. I think that is a different one.
Yeah, 968 Cool Kid.
Cool Elephant 3. What is happening? What the fuck? Look, if it's really Wally, I need you to type on your main account. That's all I'm gonna say. Cool Elephant. Who the fuck is Cool Elephant? I'm you? Unreal. Wish your cool 369 family stay cool 369. Thank you. This is some of the most fucked up shit I've ever witnessed on a live stream. There's 2963. This is so fucked. This is so beyond fucked. I'm actually Nitro? Holy shit. I'm just never gonna find out who the Cool Mom account actually is. Someone should just take credit to make it even worse, to make it more confusing. I'm Robin. You know, at least there's that. My girl foe, Robin. The hell is going on in Iowa? I have no idea. It's like you're talking about SCPs with these numbers. Genuinely.
Iowa has 75 residents and like 12 of them are cool kids.
What the fuck is happening? My whole family, quote unquote, is showing up in my chat to harass me. What the actual fuck is happening? I'm actually like, this is frightening. I'm actually Kazette. I don't think that's true, because that capitalizes the first letter of every message they send, and you don't do that. I will narrow down your identity, and I will send you a cease and desist.
Thank you, Bayra.
I'm Bayra, FYI. How many members of the Cool family can say it? Say what? The Floppa with the hard R? Flopper? I'm actually you, cool kid? What the fuck? I swear to God, this has to... Peanut butter's stuck on nose. I love Iowa. I've never been. This is so fucked. This is... I'm very curious. I'm very curious who all the people behind these accounts are, but at the same time, I don't think I'll ever find out. This might be one of the most fucking bizarre stream segments to ever happen on my channel, unironically. My family doesn't feed me, the water is running dry, times are becoming grim, poor cool elephant. What's the AI say? Good fucking question, I can't see it. A new little meat joined the battle. I'm literally shitting my britches right now. This is so fucked up. Cool Hildren 369. What the fuck?
I'm back.
Okay, at least I do know who this person is. You didn't change your YouTube handle, so I do know who Cool Hildren is. We shall march at dawn.
I will lick your autism.
What the fuck does that mean? The cool kid. This is literally the Invincible War, but of fucking cool kids. This is all the different cool kid timelines.
I'm trying, typing backwards.
We actually broke it. We broke the chat summary.
By the way, hell yeah.
Let me show it, because that just DM'd this me just saying it completely broke. Like, this isn't even a joke. We actually beat the AI. It's so confused it doesn't even know what to say. This is what it says now. It just gave up. It just fucking gave up. The AI doesn't even know what to do anymore. This is actually so fucked. We beat the YouTube AI. Too much dog aura. You have to drive me to soccer practice? You play soccer? Since when? I'm sorry, I'm an absentee father. I wouldn't know that. I'm too busy drinking. No political content is detected. From brooding gulps we are beheld by that which bears no name. No cool gynecologist 369. Not that one. Can you walk me? Cool Dog 369. I think that's a dachshund. I don't have one. I've never had one. Describing the content as ChatGPT says. ChatGPT knows who I am? Okay, I have a question. Do you guys think Akinator knows who I am? Think you could find me on Akinator? Medicine has really come far. Real. Before you lose your sanity. I could get... I'll walk you, Cool Dog. What the fuck? I'm Akinator? Holy shit. I have a wiener dog. I only have the wiener. No dog. Akinator stream real quick? I should not. I don't know. I should try that on Akinator. See if... People don't know what Akinator is. It's you like tell it like facts about a fictional character and it'll guess what that character is. I say fictional. It can do it for real life people too. Play Akinator right now. I don't think I can pull it up on stream. It's so full of ads too. It's paid? That would be very cancer. You were the cool gynecologist? No, you motherfucker! This person just made this account just now, literally in the last 20 minutes. You fucking rat bastard. This is fucked up. This is so beyond fucked up. You weren't there, so I tried to add you? Damn. Do you do push-ups? I mean, not really. That's a HIPAA violation? That's not what a gynecologist is. Cool Exploiter Orb 369? This is... I don't even know anymore. I've been saying that for like the past 10 minutes. I have no fucking idea what's happening. Hippo violation? What the fuck is happening? Do you cuss a lot? I think that should be pretty obvious. Yes, I do. Let's see if anyone in my chat gets me. Cool OSHA 369. Dude, if all of the if multiple of these accounts are my coworker, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Yes, Nitro is gay. That is true. Yeah, much like my dog. The ones Nitro are sending me for more profile pictures. What the... Oh, I'm getting you from Cool Kitty 369. What the fuck is happening? Do I know who this is? God damn it, they also have a unique handle. This is so fucked.
Cool rat, you got any cheese?
What? Cool rat? Son, are you a furry? Refuse to answer. Who's the Gabriel and who's the V1? Nitro's alt? This is so fucked up. This is actually so fucked up. I don't know how we're gonna... I don't know how Fanged Wisp will turn this one into a drawing. You know, I'm kind of sad that none of the memberships ever gone to Wisp. I feel like Wisp deserves a membership at the very least for all they've done for this community. I wish they'd get one, but I shouldn't gamble anymore. If anyone wants to gamble more memberships, they're welcome to. I think I've spent like... I think I've gifted like 5 or 6 over the last few streams, and I should probably calm down. Thinking of Judge Holden? Damn. Who's the main account? Who's the alt account? I think... You know what? We're gonna go till 3:30. 3:30. We'll do it 3.5 hours, then we'll cut the stream. You can't choose who to give members? Nope, you can't. Oh my god. Robin, you are the GOAT. Thank you. Thank you for the 5, Robin. Good RNG or bad RNG? Received a... I just realized none of the family members received them again.
Good ending.
Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it very much. Good RNG for the winners, bad RNG for everyone else.
Cool Comate 369 moment. Thank you, Coolidge. He's on for Nitro. He forgot his tail in my office yesterday.
What the fuck? I'm afraid. Why do you hate your family, Hayden? I know you're not real. None of you are real. I know the truth. None of you are real. I think new accounts don't have gift memberships enabled. Is that a thing? Cool lawyer says it's not looking good. What's going on? Idan, my entire quote-unquote family is invading. I don't know who these are. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Cool dog, just hit me with the nuh-uh. Send help. Send, you know what? Not even help. Send God. Send Jesus. You've been in a coma for 6 years. You're not real. You're not real. I know the truth. I know the truth. I have to count. This is all a dream. I have to count how many fingers I have. Where's the nearest clock? I don't know. I have to be sure. I have to wake up. I have to wake up. I have to wake up. You have the way out. I have to. The only way I can stop this is by ending the stream. The only way I can stop this is by ending the stream to wake up from the nightmare. This is so fucked. You must negate my Ascaris from Cool 4369. What the actual fuck is happening?
Punished Venom kidneys.
You can forgive yourself. You need to move on. It's the ghosts. Akinator gave up.
I
Damn.
think on these tracks is the only way out.
I'm stuck in the spiral, bro. I'm stuck in the fucking
That
spiral.
lamp in your bedroom looks flat.
Dead ass. It hurt when you kicked me down the stairs. I have mastered the Giannis weed. We're in cool Viri.
We exist because of the ending.
This is so fucked.
Incident.
Collect my pages, Slender Kid 369. Oh god. Oh hell no. Cool Thrax 369. Hey, what the actual fuck? I'm right behind you. God damn. This is all the result of eternalism.
Cool Tracks 369. Hey.
Welcome to Cool Kids Chat if it was on the Zeramin. That's what's happening right now. Cool Kids Chat if it was on the fucking Zeramin. You made back the gambling? With the amount of gift memberships I've gotten, I have made back the gambling, actually. I am on the Zeramin. You think it would stop if I left? If I left the Zeramin, would the fucking hallucinations cease? I gotta leave the Dorma Zone. I have to see. Will it stop? Will it stop? My cool is strong. The court date is 5/23. You can stop me. This isn't me. I need to make something completely clear. I did not coordinate this in any fashion other than the person that I know in real life giving them the idea for the cool dad account. Anything else, I have no clue what's going on. Wally's power exceed the Dorma Zone. The system is changing. We will need strength and... What is it? It's strength and empathy in equal measure or something like that? I don't remember the line. I'm fucking scared, bro. I'm fucking scared. 2 more minutes and I'll pull the plug. Convince him to wake up. I have to wake up. Pay the bill for Cool Son's gambling treatment? Why would the gynecologist be treating my son for gambling addiction? What the fuck are you talking about? I said a weird term of Hildred Prime. We need dank and memes in equal measure. If Cool Kid had a WhatsApp. Oh my god. Change of plans. Cool everything alive. This is fucked. This is probably the most chaotic stream segment I've had in a while. I need help. I need God. This is fucked. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. 1 more minute and I can wake up. 1 more minute and I can wake up. Are you putting your food bowl in front of me, cool dog?
I don't think you should answer that.
You have a huge family. This apparently return the slab. Await the family tree tomorrow. This is so fucked. On my way to the router now, Hayden? No, no, Mom, please. I need to go to E621 once the stream ends. I cannot say that shit on that. People are gonna clip that and be like, wow, check this. Too late. It's fucking over, guys. Cool Mom's going to the router as we speak. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't keep going. I can't keep going. Cool Mom's gonna make it to the router. I have like 10 seconds. I have like 10 seconds. Cool Mom's gonna hit the router, guys.